everyone, and welcome to another season of high school football brought to you by AM 1210 WDGR in Dahlonega, Georgia. I'm Tim Whitmire.
And I'm Bo Wilson, and we'd like to welcome you once again to another year of wonderful high school football in the North Georgia Mountains. Tonight's ball game between the Lumpkin County Indians and the Dawson County Tigers. Tim, always a traditional rivalry with both teams.
That's right. It's an exciting night, and we first of all want to thank our pregame sponsor, Chestatee Regional Hospital here in Dahlonega, Georgia, bringing you all the pregame action here from J.P. King Memorial Stadium. And Dawson County and Lumpkin County, always a fierce rivalry, Bo. We've both played in it.
That's right, Tim. Last year, the Indians went down to Sandy Walsh Stadium and beat the Tigers 31-10. And you know, Tim, I compare this rivalry much as the Georgia Tech rivalry. When you take each team goes to the other one's home and they win or play good, and then vice versa. So tonight, we could see the Tigers pull an upset here, or we could see the Indians pull an upset here and win on their own home. So we never know what's going to happen with this rivalry.
Talking about visiting team winning at the other school, Dawson County come back in an exciting comeback up here 2 years ago and tied the game in the final minutes. And Bo, we had the opportunity to watch Dawson County last week in the Jamboree. They look like a stronger team.
That's right, Tim. Dawson County traveled down to Baines County for the annual Jamboree down in Baines County and played Fannin County for the first matchup and put them to a 10-7 battle and won it on the Neal Cain 20-yard field goal. So Neal Cain punched that in for the win. But then they played Baines County. I think Coach Fleming was letting some of his JV players play in the ball game, and some of the secondary and the linebackers broke down and got beaten that game 13-0, but looked strong against the Region 8A opponent, Tim.
And Lumpkin County, they're going to be trying to replace a couple key players. Trey Kelly, a strong linebacker, also a good place kicker. He's going to be a key position to fill for Lumpkin County. Then you've got David Burton at quarterback. David Burton come into the Dawson County game last year. He was a rookie last year, but he's got a season under his belt, and I'm sure Coach Bruce Bennett's going to be looking to utilize David Burton's play here tonight.
That's right, and you all know about Dawson County's Neal Cain. He'll be in the backfield for the Tigers this evening. Also, Brett Myers, and as I understand, the other day I was talking to some of the players, and they moved Jacob Lenore to the offensive tackle position, so that left the middle back left open in the stack-eye offense for Coach Fleming. He had to plug that in with Cliff Strickland, the young freshman. So we'll see what the freshman can do there in the middle back position. And, of course, Brett Myers will be the fullback there, blocking the way for Neal Cain. And, of course, the quarterback battle we do not know who's going to start the game tonight. We have junior quarterback Patrick Reinhardt and sophomore quarterback Benji Edwards, and both of them have their own traits, so we'll have to see who starts at the quarterback position tonight, Tim.
I'm sure it's going to be an exciting game, but most of all, fall is here. The weather's cool. It's great football weather. We've been waiting since last September for this season to start. I'm excited. It's football season, Bo.
I'm excited, too. I can't wait to see the gridiron action of fall start right here tonight.
We're going to take a break and hear from Chestatee Regional Hospital. We appreciate their sponsorship, and Bo and I will be back after these messages with some words from both coaches.
You're not just another name on the chart. Everyone here knows your name.
Hometown health care. It just feels better when the people who help you stay healthy are close to home. That's why Chestatee Regional Hospital offers such a wide range of services. Chestatee Regional Hospital is a full-service medical facility with a 24-hour emergency department, state-of-the-art radiology and laboratory departments, inpatient and outpatient surgery services, and a professional medical staff with diverse training and experience, including several specialists who provide diagnosis and treatment in the medical specialty clinic. Chestatee Regional Hospital is also committed to meeting women's special health care needs, offering labor and delivery services and a newborn nursery. Through the Women's Center, mammography, ultrasound, breast cancer screening, and bone density evaluations are also available. Looking for a doctor close to home? Just call Chestatee's toll-free physician referral service at 888-782-9933, extension 501. Chestatee Regional Hospital, part of your hometown health care network.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Chestatee Regional Hospital pregame show. Tim Whitmire along with Coach Bruce Bennett of the Lumpkin County Indians. Last year, Lumpkin County finished up the season 3-7. Coach, what's it going to look like this year for Lumpkin County?
Well, we had some seniors last year, but we feel we've got adequate replacements, and we're looking for an improvement this year.
Your quarterback, David Burton's got a year under his belt. We've seen him introduced to football last year in this game down at Dawson County. Can you rate his performance and your expectations of him this season?
Well, he's done well. Of course, he got injured in the Dawson game a year ago and was out for about a month, but he came back and played the second half of the season, has improved in the offseason, so we feel that he'll be improved this year.
Two names we mentioned in the pregame show that we felt were gaps that were going to be key to fill would be Trey Kelly, who played linebacker and was a specialist, and then also Andrew Dornhecker.
Well, those are big shoes to fill. On defense, we got Andrew Weatherford to be playing linebacker in place of Trey Kelly. And on offense, we have David Gafford to be taking the place of Andrew Dornhecker for us last year. So those are big shoes to fill, but we think we got some good men to fill those shoes.
Some of the pregame press I've seen has mentioned Billy Craig's name this season.
Billy Craig was the other linebacker last year along with Trey, and he's improved, and he's going to be a fine linebacker for us. Been an outstanding player.
And, of course, everyone likes to draw the comparison from Andrew Dornhecker to his brother Kenneth Dornhecker.
Well, they play different positions, so there's really no comparison.
Well, good luck, Coach. We're going to go to Bo Wilson, who's with Coach Fleming right now. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks a lot.
Good luck.
We're here at J.P. King Memorial Stadium with Dawson County head coach Jeff Fleming. How you doing tonight, Coach Fleming?
Doing fine.
Looks like a big rivalry, of course, between Dawson and Lumpkin County every year, Coach. What are you expecting from Lumpkin County this evening?
Well, as always, Bo, they're going to be real physical, and, we know we got our work cut out, but, we've been working hard, and we want to see where we are.
I know you guys had a good showing down in Banks County the other night. You beat Fannin County and come up short against Banks County. Has your team rebounded over the past week and worked hard to fill some of those positions that you've needed to fill?
Well, I think so. We knew we needed to improve, and, we knew those things we had to work on, and we worked on them all week, and, we think we've improved from the Jamboree week.
Your offensive line, have you settled up those spots tonight?
No. We're still very inexperienced. We'll have a first-time starter at left tackle tonight, and, we are inexperienced, but we do feel like we've got a lot of potential there.
And I noticed some of your secondary. Is that going to be a key to your game tonight, your linebackers and your secondary to stop the running game at Lumpkin County?
Well, we feel our strength on defense is our linebackers and our secondary. And, we feel like we got great athletes there, and we're going to rely on them to make big plays.
All right, thanks, Coach. This is head coach for Dawson County, Jeff Fleming, and he's about to go up against Bruce Bennett, the head coach of Lumpkin County, for tonight's rivalry matchup between Dawson County and Lumpkin County. You've been listening to the Chestatee Regional Hospital pregame reports.
Hometown health care. It just feels better when the people who help you stay healthy are close to home. That's why Chestatee Regional Hospital offers such a wide range of services. Chestatee Regional Hospital is a full-service medical facility with a 24-hour emergency department, state-of-the-art radiology and laboratory departments, inpatient and outpatient surgery services, and a professional medical staff with diverse training and experience, including a number of specialists who provide diagnosis and treatment in the medical specialty center adjacent to the hospital. Chestatee Regional Hospital is also committed to meeting women's special health needs, offering labor and delivery services and a newborn nursery. And through the Women's Center, mammography, ultrasound, breast cancer screening, and bone density evaluations are available. Looking for a doctor close to home? Just call Chestatee's toll-free physician referral service, 888-782-9933, extension 501. Chestatee Regional Hospital, hometown health care.
Making the final preparations as the quarterback is also the place kicker, David Burton, for Lumpkin County.
Neal Cain's back to receive for Dawson County. He's also Looks like he's got number 70, Jacob Lenore, back there with him.
And Brandon Fatz also in the middle.
Right.
Brett Myers.
Brandon Fatz, he's at the split end position tonight for the Tigers, and the Tigers will receive. And Lumpkin County's ready to kick off here, start the 1999-2000 football action, Tim.
And we're waiting for the referee's whistle.
Got a pretty good crowd out here tonight,
Yes,
Tim.
there is. There it is. Okay, folks, let's get it on. It's time for some football in Northeast Georgia. As you said, Gafford checked that Burton to kick it off for Lumpkin County. Kicks up. It's going to come up short. Cain's going to take it about his own 11-yard line. Sneaks in behind a wall. Runs over about 2 guys. It takes about 3 to bring him down. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Dawson County.
Initial tackle made by number 41, Andrew Weatherford. Of course, he was assisted by a host of Lumpkin County Indians, and the Tigers will have the ball on about their own 32-yard line. They have to go a good distance here with 11:53 left in the first quarter. Let's see what the Tigers can do. And once again, they're running in the stack eye offense this year. A little different look from last year. They ran the wishbone offense last year, and this year they'll be running the stack eye. Chess Hamby brings his offense up the line. He's the anchor of the offensive line.
And Benji Edwards slips in behind his center. And the backfield, as Bo said it, Neal Cain's the tail, Brett Myers, and Cliff Strickland. Benji takes a snap, or gets ready to take the snap, rather. Takes it, goes the first man through. Brett Myers breaks loose. He's got some running room at the 45, at the 50. He cuts back. 45, 40. Go, Brett, go for Dawson County fans inside the 30-yard line. Exciting way to start this game off for Dawson County. Lumpkin County fans found their defense setting back a little bit on their feet as Brett Myers picks up long yardage. They was expecting to go to Neal Cain. Everybody keyed off him, but Brett Myers squirted through there.
He was tackled down by number 25, Jeff Croft. He's a ninth grader. He's wide receiver and cornerback. It looks like Brett Myers just broke through up the middle. Something the linebackers and secondary just collapsed on that play, and the Tigers will have the ball on about the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 31 of Lumpkin County. Dawson County immediately knocking on the door, 11:42. They pitch out to Cain. Cain's got some running room. He's at the 10, 5, touchdown Dawson County.
Tigers run down the field, man. That took maybe 45 seconds at the most, Tim, for that play, that offensive scheme for the Tigers. And the Tigers go up in this thing early, 6-0, with 11:36 left here in the first quarter.
24 seconds, actually. Dawson County took the kickoff and moved it quickly down the field. I've been waiting for football so long, got real excited there watching Brett Myers run. I just love to watch high school football, especially when these two teams get together. Dawson County's Neal Cain is going to try the extra point. It's 6-0, 11:36 in your opening quarter. 2 plays and Dawson County scores. Hamby with a snap. Over the ball. Up, down, kicks up, and it's good. Neal Cain last year was 4 for 5 in field goals, 21 out of 22 PATs. It's perfect to open up the season.
And we'll take a timeout here. You're tuned to Lumpkin County Indians football right here on AM 1210 in DAHLONEGA, Georgia.
You're not just another name on the chart. Everyone here knows your name by...
When it comes to your health, isn't it nice to know the quality care you need is available right in your own community, like DAHLONEGA Family Practice? Dr. Richard Wary and Dr. Al Parker, both board-certified family practitioners, are well qualified and experienced in providing comprehensive health services for all ages. And Dr. Carol Hector, a board-certified internal medicine specialist, provides diagnosis and treatment of a wide spectrum of adult illnesses and disorders. To make it even more convenient to see your community physician, DAHLONEGA Family Practice offers expanded hours. They're open late until 7 on Mondays through Thursdays and until noon on Saturdays. Located at 59 Tipton Drive. For appointments, call 864-4012. DAHLONEGA Family Practice is affiliated with Chestatee Regional Hospital and is part of your hometown health care network.
Hey, are you going to the Tiger football game tonight? Absolutely. Are you? I'll be there, but I don't know what to wear. What do you think? I'm going to wear this cool new t-shirt from Dawson News and Advertiser. How did you get such an awesome t-shirt from the paper? My dad just renewed our subscription and got a free t-shirt. Oh man, we don't subscribe to the Dawson News and Advertiser. No problem. Just get your mom or dad to go by their office in downtown Dawsonville and start a new subscription. And you can get a free t-shirt too. Show your Tiger pride. Start a new subscription or renew a current one and get your free Dawson County Tiger t-shirt today. In-county subscriptions are just $10. Out of county, $15. Come by the office, located off Highway 9 in downtown Dawsonville, in front of the pool room, or call for more information. 706-265-2345.
And your score now with 11:36, 7-0, Tiger lead.
Kicking it off for Dawson County is Cliff Strickland. Kicks up, and Lumpkin takes it at their own 14-yard line. And they move it up to about the 31. Taking it was Adam Scott.
Knocked down by a host of Tigers, Tim.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for Lumpkin right there at about their own 31-32. Same starting place virtually that Dawson County started at.
As we talked to Coach Sliman earlier, Tim, you know, he said his secondary and his linebackers is the strongest point of his defense right now, and his defensive line is somewhat unsettled right now. But let's see if the secondary can hold the Indians' running game right here, Tim.
Lumpkin County brings it out. Lorge is center. He's up and over the ball. Your quarterback is David Burton. Split backfield, Gafford and Brown. Check that, Gafford and Craig. And they go to Craig. Craig working through, and he's stacked up at the line of scrimmage by a host of Dawson County Tigers. Nothing there on the left side for Lumpkin County.
Big defensive end, number 88, Max Miller, in on the initial tackle, assisted by a host of Tigers. The Tigers' defensive line tearing up in there to try to get the Lumpkin County Indians in a funny-looking scheme. They're looking over to their sidelines, getting instructions from their coach. Now they come up to the ball. That's
I like that.
I like that look right there, Tim.
2nd down, 8. Lumpkin County led by David Burton at quarterback. Craig and Gafford in the backfield. And they little pitch across the middle. Antonio with a reception. Takes it down for a 1st down for Lumpkin County at the at their own 45-yard line. Andrew Antonio with about let's call it a 10-yard reception. As Burton's perfect in his first pass.
Little play action there for Lumpkin County. He was brought down by Patrick Reinhardt, and once again, that quarterback position is settled, as we saw Benji Edwards in the first series of plays for the Tigers.
Split wide right's McAllister. Z-back split left, that's Brown. Burton with a snap, pitches over, fumble, ball's on the ground. Gafford picks it up, he races up close to about a 5-6 yard gain. Ball bounced right back into his hand as Burton pitched it errantly to Gafford. It took a Lumpkin County bounce and made some nice yardage off that. It's going to be 2nd down and about, let's call it 4.
Terry Thomas drug him down with his fingertips, tripped him up over there on the far sideline of Dawson County.
One more break and he'd have been gone.
That's right. Lumpkin County will have it on Dawson's 48-yard line with 9:56 left here in the first quarter. Tigers up 7-0 here at J.P. King Memorial Stadium. Lumpkin County driving the ball down the field.
You got in the slot to the right, Justin Brown. McAllister wide out to the right. Check that. Brown is out to the right. And they go to the second man through, which is David Gafford. He picks up the Lumpkin County 1st down. Lumpkin County banging it on the inside. Spread it out just a little bit. Going up with a very mixed up attack here. A little passing, little going outside, and they beat it back up inside. 1st down, Lumpkin County. 2nd of the night, 9:32. Dawson County with a 7-0 lead after they took their initial drive down in 2 plays for a Neal Cain touchdown.
Burton gives his offense instructions. See where they come out this time. As Tim said, a multi-play offense here as they're pitching outside and passing. So let's see what he does here.
McAllister and Brown split out wide right. Burton drops back looking down. There's, nearly intercepted. Nearly intercepted that time by John Keeney for Dawson County. Wide open was B.J. McAllister. We've seen that play formulated. Now shut up and watched it play as Burton had his number picked. Shot it down there, and jumping in there was Keeney making a big play for Dawson County.
Burton had all day to pass that ball. He rolled out to the right side, looked down the field. Keeney, like you said, almost intercepted that ball.
Excellent pass coverage on both pass attempts.
Bring up 2nd and 10 for the Indians.
2nd down 10. Burton under his center. Brown right, split right. As they go to Gafford. Gafford breaks 1 tackle. He's got about 8 yards. He's going to bring up 3rd down and about 3, maybe 4 yards after Gafford broke off tackle.
Once again, there was that variation of that stack high offense. Of course, his offensive line, Burton's offensive line, protected him pretty well to do those two options, and they got a few yards off that. It'll be about 3rd down and 4 or 3 for the Indians with 8:42 ticking down here in the first period of play. 7-0 Dawson County lead.
Coach Bruce Bennett mixing it up as Burton breaks the huddle. McAllister wide left, Brown wide right, 2 setbacks. Burton with a snap. He goes to Craig. He breaks through for a 1st down and more. He just drives it quickly into that Dawson County secondary for another 1st down for Lumpkin County. Stops the clock with 8:21. Lumpkin County driving. Neither team demonstrating any defense like we talked about in the pregame activities. We thought that would be the strengths coming into this, but maybe a high-scoring game before the night's over here at J.P. King Memorial Stadium.
You know, Tim, the Tigers need to body up on their tackles right now pulling jerseys and trying to pull them down with their fingertips. They need to body up. Nathan Ledford there pulled him down on that play.
And it's David Burton up under center. Brown split wide left, McAllister wide right, dropping back, hands off to Gafford. He gets this bell rung about the 25-yard line, and we got a flag down on the field.
Just as I said, that big Nathan Ledford took number 12 down on the play. I believe that was David Gafford.
I see what the penalty is. May have been a hold looking at for their, yes, they're talking to Dawson County's captain. That's Jacob Lenore, number 70 on defense. They're going to back Lumpkin up. It's going to be 1st down and about just a 5-yarder or a 10-yarder, probably 10 from the point of the foul. Way back, it's going to be marked at the 40-yard line. So Lumpkin County moved it down to about the 27-yard line. A penalty moves it back to the 40, so it is now, they have to get to the 18-yard line. So 1st down, 22 for Lumpkin County. We're looking at the passing attack that David Burton's brought out against Dawson County. That doesn't look like much of a challenge for him so far tonight.
That clipping call right there really hurt the Indians. It backed them up to the 40-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 23 for them.
Burton up, and we got a new man into the field, split out wide left. That's Jeff Kraft. Pitch it out to Gafford, and in the backfield, Jacob Lenore for Dawson County. Tackles for maybe a loss of about 1 on that one. Big play that time by Jacob Lenore, coming in off that defensive end for Dawson County.
I bring up 2nd down, 24. They lost a yard on that play, Tim. 7 minutes.
Clock is moving in the first quarter here of high school football in Northeast Georgia, and always love to come to J.P. King Memorial Stadium and look at those mountains back there. And there's a timeout on the field by Lumpkin County, and we're going to take a timeout. You're listening and watching Lumpkin County football.
We're all reaching for security. And you can't simply trust in fate to avoid the bad breaks. Who can you trust to protect your life, home, auto, and lifestyle? Who has a firm grasp of what you really need? Your Cotton States insurance agent. Our most important policy is trust.
See your local Cotton States insurance agent, Norman Adams, at 112 North Park Street in Dahlonegah.
Fall is the time for changing colors and the Martinson Hour Fall for Design mail-in rebate event with great deals on Martinson Hour paints to help you express your sense of style and design. It's happening now at Mountain Home Paint and Decorating. Get $4 back on Platinum, their very best paint, and $2 back on Williamsburg, Bright Life, and Great Life paints, plus great outdoors stain products. So make this your Fall for Design and get up to $4 back at Mountain Home Paint and Decorating in Dahlonegah. Martinson Hour, where paint becomes design.
Welcome back here to J.P. King Memorial Stadium. Dawson County up over the Indians 7-0 here off that quick 30-second score early in the first quarter. Here's Lumpkin County now.
And David Burton with Kraft in the slot, and McAllister's wide left. He's looking for him. Burton going downfield. He's got Kraft open, and Keeney, has it in and out of his hands.
You know, Tim, that's twice John Keeney could have intercepted that ball, but once again, the quarterback of Lumpkin County, he had all the time in the world to get rid of that ball, Tim.
Yeah, Kraft was open over in the 30, but David Burton was looking for pay dirt on one play that time, and he got it down there, and Kraft sat back there in center field, read that ball, and shot up in there. Craig's been a new addition to that Dawson County secondary. I like what I've seen out of him so far here in the early going. And David Burton, he's not shy about throwing that thing. As he's got McAllister wide left, Kraft out wide right. He goes a little crossbuck in the middle, and Gafford breaks through, and he gets up close to original line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 4th down for Lumpkin County. Lumpkin County marched down the field quickly, but their drive stalled here inside the 30, getting close to the red zone. But it's going to be 4th down and about 11-12. It's spotted just inside the 30-yard line at the 29. 4th down. Of course, Lumpkin's going to go for it. Burton with a play call. Lord breaks the huddle. Kraft out wide left.
Could see Burton rolling here for the touchdown pass. He probably will.
Kraft in the slot. McAllister in the split. Burton's rolling, looking downfield. He's going to keep it. Jacob Lenore comes up. He got one man to beat, and they got close down to a first down. I believe it is a Lumpkin County first down as Burton rolled out wide to the left. It's going to be close. I believe Lumpkin will have it. Yes, they do.
Yes, they have the first down. He let Gafford, he just ran outside of the Dawson County defense, and he got the first down for the Lumpkin County Indians.
It's David Burton.
David Burton, excuse me.
So it's first down 10 at the 15-yard line of Dawson County. Lumpkin County, after that drive stalled inside the 30, they picked it back up here with a 4th down conversion with long yardage. Burton splits it out with Kraft to the right and McAllister to the left. He looks inside. He goes the first man through. That's Billy Craig, and he gets stacked up at the line.
Craig gets about 2 yards on that play, tackled by a host of Tigers.
Dawson, check that Lumpkin County eating up this first quarter clock. Dawson County took 24 seconds off the clock in their possession. It's been all Lumpkin County possession since then. But Dawson leads on the scoreboard, 7-0, 5:24 to go here in the opening quarter of high school football. Brought to you by WDGR, AM 1210 here in Dahlonega, Georgia. Lord up and over the ball as Burton comes out of the huddle, checks it out his offensive McAllister split out wide to the right. Little option there. He looks. Nothing's there for Burton. He breaks one tackle. We got a hole inside, and he squirts back up to about the 6-yard line. And the referees throw the flag down.
Burton, he looked to option that ball. Didn't have nobody in the backfield with him. Took it up the field himself, but his offensive line's going to bring that back as holding.
2 penalties so far for Lumpkin County, as choked up some nice, impressive drives and plays. So they got the ball down to the 8-yard line after that first down play. So the holding brings it back. It's going to be 2nd down. Ball spotted at the 24. Lumpkin has to get to the Dawson County 5, so it's about 19.
You know, Tim, Lumpkin County's moved the ball well despite those 2 penalties.
Yes, they have. And Coach Bruce Bennett's really mixed it up. I like his play calling. He'll go inside, look at an option like he did that time with Burton. And, of course, Burton rolled out. He had enough composure to pull that ball and not try to force anything, and he converted on the first down. But it's 2nd down with Kraft in the slot. McAllister out wide right. Craig and Gafford line up straight into an eye. Burton rolling right. He finds McAllister. We was just talking about him, Patrick Reinhardt. And I believe it's Ben Spooner with a tackle for Dawson County. Wide open was big B.J. McAllister. He's a big kid coming down there.
I tell you what, he was wide open, not a white jersey around him.
3rd down. Ball is on the, let's check it out, 10-yard line.
You know, Tim, going back to Coach Bennett's play calling, that's the thing when you have 2 offenses like that. You can run the split back and the power eye offense, and he's doing that very well on this drive as he's eat up most of the clock with 4:04 left here in the first quarter.
And Burton up under center. You got 2 splits wide to the left. Burton's rolling out, cuts it back up, looking for something, cuts back, runs into a man, sort of forces it downfield, and they're going to call a fumble. No, they're going to call an incomplete pass. He pushed it downfield, so it was a forward pass. Incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down, 5 to go from the Dawson County 10 for Lumpkin County. Will they try a field goal, or are they going to try to stick it in there for another 5-yard gain and hopefully a first down for Lumpkin County?
4th and about 5, as Tim said.
They're going for it, it appears.
So let's see if they can go 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions here this evening. Of course, if it was last year and they had Trey Kelly, they would probably pooch that field goal in right there. But he's not around anymore, so it's left up to David Burton and his offensive line to push that ball up 5 yards.
Trey Kelly may have tried it from the other 4th down attempt, but it's going to be Burton leading his team here at 4th down and 5, rolling to the left. He's pressured in the backfield, and a sack forced in there by big number 31 for Dawson County, Nathan Ledford, the senior, coming in there and just snuffing out that play and bringing an end to this very impressive Lumpkin County drive that got all the way down to the 10-yard line. 3:45 to go, 7-0 is your score.
No one saw Nathan Ledford stunning up through the middle as he went up untouched and tackled Burton for the fourth down conversion. So the Tigers will have the ball on their own 19-yard line, try to push it back down the field with 3:45 left here.
Brandon Fatz splits out wide to the right. You got 3 setbacks in that stack eye for Dawson County. Benji Edwards, your quarterback. He's rested, as is Neal Cain. And they go to Neal Cain over to the left side. He breaks loose. He's to the 30, to the 35. Or trick at 20 to the 25. And he runs out of bounds just short of a first down for Dawson County. Good block in that side, kicking out by the tight end on the left side, Drew Starnes. And that left side tackle.
To run this stack eye offense for the Tigers, Tim, you got to have a good fullback, and Brett Myers is the man for the Tigers there in the fullback position.
Brett Myers, I've always been impressed with his gutsy play. He gets in there. He's not a big guy, but he's quick and strong, and that makes a big difference. He's a wrestler too,
right?
Which ensures he's a conditioned athlete. Stack eye once again for Dawson Cain, double tights. Edwards with a call. And he goes to Brett Myers quickly. We talked about it, and he got the first down. He just squirts right through there for about 3-4 yards.
He's tackled down by number 24, Billy Craig. He's the linebacker for the Indians. Brett Myers pushing that ball up the field for the Tigers.
It's the second down. He gained 5. Actually, Cain got the first down for Dawson County. So Dawson County's biting yardage off in huge chunks. That's been the shortest run for Dawson County so far tonight, and it's 5 yards.
That's right.
All right, Fat splits out wide to the left. Big Chess Hamby up over that ball. Chess has put on some muscle over the summer. Benji Edwards, your quarterback. They go to Neal Cain. Neal Cain nearly loses it and catches the ball back after a loss. So he might have got back to the original line of scrimmage, but as it was handed to him, Lumpkin County popped him, and the ball nearly squirted out, but he reached out and reeled that thing back in like a fighting mackerel.
That's the first time Neal Cain's been stopped behind the line of scrimmage, so to bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Tigers.
2.5 to go here in the opening quarter of high school football.
Of course, you know the Indians are keying in on number 24 for the Tigers. They know he's the man in that backfield.
Split wide to the left, and we got a penalty on the line. I don't know if someone jumped or Lenore jumped. Let's see what the call is.
You know, Tim, if it's on Lenore, you can't really blame him for that. That's his first time on the offensive line, and it's not. It's on the Indians.
That's going to be not an automatic first down, but the 5 yards nets Dawson County a first down. So different play strategy for Coach Jeff Fleming and the Dawson County Tigers. Here at 2:25 to go here in the opening quarter. Chess Hamby in the lines up there ready to go. Brandon Fatz split out wide to the left. Drew Starnes is your tight end here on the right side. Stack eye, Myers, Strickland, and Neal Cain, number 24 for Dawson County. And they go to Brett Myers. No, they pitch it back to Neal Cain. Neal Cain breaks for about 5-7 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 3. Lumpkin County with that 44 is what I call it. They stack those linebackers in there and basically go with an 8-man attack across that defensive front. But Neal Cain just banging it up in there for the Tigers.
You know, if the Indians could get just a split second faster, they would have Benji Edwards in the backfield. As I've seen a couple of the Indian defensemen come in the backfield and tear Benji down.
Yes.
So let's see what happens right here.
And Benji Edwards is up under there with double tight ends for Dawson County. And they go to Brett Myers. He's hit, and he's stopped after about a 2-yard run, just exactly what Bo was talking about. They're stunning in inside those guards of Dawson County. And for Dawson County, you got some young kids in there at Jonathan Hill on the left side, and Dan Fowler on the right side of that offensive line. Jonathan Hill, his first start as a Dawson County Tiger. Is he a freshman, Bo?
Yes, he is. Jonathan Hill's a freshman. Of course, Neil Bird, he's out for 2 weeks with that dislocated shoulder, so that leaves a big gap open in their offensive line. And Jacob Lenore, he's over there in that left tackle position tonight for the Tigers.
And Dawson County with 2 guys coming up, and they're going to go to Neal Cain. Neal Cain goes across the right side, and he gets a first down and more, keeps his feet up under, and he up and over into Lumpkin County territory for a Dawson County first down at the 38 of Lumpkin County. 55 seconds here to go in the opening quarter.
You know, Tim, if you watch Neal Cain run the ball, and every play he runs the ball, his feet are moving, and that's the key to a running back's gainage is keep his feet moving, and that's what Neal Cain does a good job of. And
Coach Jeff Fleming moved his fullback and his Z-back up into a blocking back type position. So basically, Lumpkin County on the left side of their defense had 5 blockers coming at 3 guys. And they go back with a stack eye this time. Benji Edwards takes a snap, and he actually rolls out to the left, looking downfield. He's got Brandon Fatz wide open, and Fatz catches it for a touchdown, Dawson County. It's a 39-yard play for Dawson County with 25 seconds to go.
And once again, there was just a secondary collapse for the Indians as they did no coverage whatsoever on Brandon Fatz.
Dawson County really beating it on the inside, and here Edwards squirts out to the left side rather, and finds Fatz just streaking down the field. He plays point guard for Dawson County's basketball team, but it's 13-0, and Neal Cain's going to get in there and try to put another point up there for Dawson County for the PAT. Jess Hamby up and over the ball. Snap, kick up, and it's good, and Dawson County leads this thing 14-0 in the first quarter with 25 seconds to go. We're going to take a break. You're tuned to AM 1210 WDGR for Lumpkin County football.
You know, a stadium's just the right size for a football game, but I don't like shopping at a drugstore the size of a football field like so many of them are these days. I'd rather take my business to Goodson's Pharmacy on the Dawsonville Square. Whether I'm getting a prescription filled or picking up some shampoo, it's always convenient. It's always easy to find what I'm looking for, and I always feel like they appreciate my business. In fact, Goodson's Pharmacy has all you'd expect from a modern drugstore, plus that old-fashioned personal feeling that's so hard to find anymore. It's a pleasure doing business with Goodson's Pharmacy. Stop in soon, won't you?
Won't find their products on the Home Shopping Network, and you won't find them displayed in department store windows. And if you got one for your birthday, you probably wouldn't be too happy about it. Even so, Poly Portables has earned the respect of the community. Poly Portables is a family-owned local business. It provides jobs for scores of local folks, and it's rated one of the top 4 companies worldwide in its industry. Ed and Mincy Crafton founded the company 30 years ago. Today, daughter Kathy Crafton Duck and her husband Mike carry on the tradition of quality. Best of luck to the Lumpkin County Indians from Poly Portables. Back here at J.P. King Memorial Stadium, your scoring drive was an 82-yard, 7-play drive, a 39-yard touchdown pass from Edwards to Fatz for the score, 14-0 Neal Cain with the PAT, and that's where we stand.
And it's going to be Cliff Strickland to kick it off for Dawson County. Taking that is going to be number 82 for Lumpkin County, Adam Scott, breaking through. He's got some running room. He's going straight down the sideline, and he's tackled from behind after an excellent return by Terry Thomas.
Got a flag on the play, though, Tim. Flag back here on the 45-yard line of the Indians. Let's see what that is. That could be a clipping on the Indians.
Irregardless, a great play by Lumpkin County as Scott seen an opening down the alley there and squirted down the sideline in front of his Lumpkin County fans, and they were brought back to life after Dawson County's touchdown just quietened them and put them back into their seats in a little bit of disbelief. But here's a penalty for Lumpkin County. Lumpkin's killing themselves with penalties.
That's right. Lumpkin's had some key drives, and this one would have been key for them as it would have given them good yardage. But that clipping or blocking below the knees is called back. That's going to bring them all the way back on the 29-yard line of the Indians. So they'll have to go distance of the field here with 16.7 seconds left in the first quarter. Not likely to get but 1 or 2 more plays off here.
A little spark that time, but there was no butane flowing for Lumpkin County. I hope this hasn't dampened their spirits. We'll see what they do coming out of this huddle with McAllister split out wide to the right, Kraft to the left. Burton with the call, pitches it over to Burton. Burton's got some running room. He breaks 2 tackles. Burton's got some room, a little push from behind from one of his linemen. He got away. Lineman said, get out of my way, and you run.
Terry Thomas brings him down about the 50-yard line, I believe they're going to mark it. So they'll be at the center of the field with 7 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Lumpkin County gets fired up and comes squirting right back. They're not letting anything dampen their spirits here. As the clock starts running with 6 seconds, that may be the last play of your opening quarter, and there's the horn. After 1 quarter of play, it's Dawson County 14, Lumpkin County 0. We're going to take a break and hear from our sponsors. You're tuned to WDGR AM 1210 for Lumpkin County football.
Hey, are you going to the Indians football game tonight? How did you get that awesome t-shirt from the paper?
My mom just renewed our subscription, and she got this t-shirt for free.
Oh, man. We don't subscribe to the DAHLONEGA Nugget.
No problem. Just to get your mom to go by their offices on Highway 9 South in DAHLONEGA and start a new subscription. And you can get this free t-shirt, too. Show your Indian pride. Start a new subscription or renew a current one and get your free Lumpkin County Indians t-shirt today. In-county subscriptions are just $17. Out-of-county, $28. Go by the office located on Highway 9 South in DAHLONEGA or call for more information. 706-864-3613. The DAHLONEGA Nugget, part of the Community Newspaper Incorporated family.
Lumpkin County Bank has been offering free checking for quite some time now. And it's even gotten better with debit cards, next-day checks, and phone banking. If you're paying your bank to have a checking account there, you're throwing away money. Come see us today and start saving money. We have 2 convenient locations to serve you, South Chastity Street and the intersection of 400 and Highway 60. Or visit our website at www.lumpkincountybank.com. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to J.P. King Memorial Stadium. The Tigers up 14-0 here. Lumpkin County will get the ball on the 50-yard line here in the start of the second quarter. Let's run down your sponsors for tonight's ball game. We'll do that after this play by the Indians here.
And with Lumpkin County at midfield to start the second quarter play. Burton with a split backfield. Kraft and McAllister out to the left. Burton drops back in. We got a whistle. Blitzing in from the left side for Dawson County. With Shelton Townley coming up from the corner, so let's see what the play is. And I think, or the penalty rather, and it's going to be against Lumpkin County. Backs him up.
Once again, there's those penalties for Lumpkin County. That backs him up 5 yards.
Not only does it kill you on yardage, but it just breaks that momentum.
Well, let's run down the sponsors of tonight's broadcast. They're brought to you by Lumpkin County Bank, Norman Adams Insurance, Poly Portables, Mountain Home Paint and Decorating, the DAHLONEGA Nugget, the DAHLONEGA Family Practice, and Goodson's Pharmacy. Don't forget to stay tuned for the halftime report. That's sponsored by DAHLONEGA State Farm agent Donna Minch. And the kickoff report was sponsored by Chestatee Regional Hospital.
And back to action here. Slot and split out to the left. Burton drops back, looking downfield. There's B.J. McAllister, and he cannot catch up with a David Burton pass. And McAllister had Reinhardt beat for Dawson County. He could have caught up with that ball. It had been pay dirt for David Burton and his Lumpkin County Indians, but it's going to bring up second down, about 15 for Lumpkin County in the opening seconds of the second quarter of play here. Dawson County's up 14-0. They took the initial drive of the game in 2 plays down for a score, and on their second possession they connected with Brandon Fatz for a long touchdown pass. Second down as David Burton gets his instructions from the sideline. McAllister and Kraft are going to be out to the left in the slot. And a split backfield behind Burton. Burton with a snap. He's going to go to Billy Craig. Billy Craig coming off tackle to the right side. He's got a first down, or close to a first down, as he's taken out of bounds by Shelton Townley for Dawson County.
Looks like he'll be just shy of the first down.
Third down, bring up third down and just maybe a yard. Depends on where they're going to spot it. Yard and a half.
You know, the Indians in this first half has had 5 penalties for a total of 50 yards. So that right there is why the Indians have not gotten in the end zone, Tim.
And Burton with the play from the sideline. Jonathan Lord, the center, breaks it across that front line of Lumpkin County. Wood, Walden, Lord, Richardson, and Gentry at the tight ends. Andrew Antonio. Split backfield. Burton loses the ball on the ground, and who's got it? It's all over the ground, and Dawson County's. Keeney's got it. He's racing down the sideline, and he's knocked out of bounds about the 41 of Lumpkin County.
That ball just squirted out of David Burton's hands and
squirted upfield about 5 yards, and there was Keeney right there waiting on the thing. So mistakes will hurt Lumpkin County again and turn the ball over. First turnover for the season, and it falls into Dawson County's hands. They mark the ball at the nose will be touching the 40-yard line, so let's call it the 39-yard line. First down 10 for Dawson County, 11.5 to go here in the opening seconds of the second quarter. Stack eye with Brandon Fatz split out wide left, Drew Starnes tight right. Benji Edwards, your quarterback for Dawson County. Takes a snap, options back to Cain. Cain is stopped after maybe a 1-yard loss. He's trying to weave through traffic at right side or left side of Lumpkin County defense. Just shot through there.
Cain trying to sweep around that right side and got knocked down by a host of Indians. So the Tigers will have the ball on the 40-yard line, or loss of a yard, I believe. So it'll be second down and about 11 for the Tigers from about the 41-yard line.
Split out wide right is Fatz. Stack eye again. Drew Starnes is on the left side. Benji Edwards with the cadence. Quickly, and I believe we're going to have a motion call because Brett Myers is so quick. He's jumping before the center actually pulls the ball. So he's anticipating the snap count. And it's going to be a 5-yard penalty against Dawson County. Their first of the night and the season. It's going to bring up second down. Let's call it 16.
That's one thing head coach Jeff Fleming said. He saw good in his team down in the Jamboree last Friday night at Banks County, that his team was well disciplined and didn't get many penalties during that Jamboree. And that was their first of the night with 10:52 left here in the half.
Myers anticipating that one. Across that Lumpkin County front, you got Dwayne Richardson, Jeffy Trammell, Craig Gentry, and Danny Richardson. At the linebackers, Antonio, Craig, Weatherford, and Scott. Stack eye split left for Dawson County. Benji Edwards with the snap count. Looks and he goes to Cliff Strickland. He works back through and cuts back for about a 2-yard gain. It's going to be third down and long yardage for Dawson County here on their third possession of the season. Gain of about 2 yards. Let's call it third down 13 for the Tigers. Lumpkin County snuffing out that run game this time on defense. Dawson County has been striking quick against Lumpkin County, so that defense is rested for them. So stack eye. Fatz not split out as wide this time. Benji Edwards dropping back, looking to pass, looking downfield. He's got Neal Cain, and Neal Cain's got a first down, and as he stay in bounds, Neal Cain was the leading receiver for Dawson County in 1998 with 19 receptions, 337 yards, and he has a Dawson County first down, about a 15, 16-yard game, Bo.
David Gafford, he saved the touchdown right there as he took Neal Cain down. But anyway, it's going to be first and 10 Tigers. 9:47 left here in the half.
The versatile Neal Cain for Dawson County. He can catch it, he can run it, he can kick it. Stack eye, Fatz split out wide to the left for Dawson County. In front of Neal Cain, he works through. He gets close to another first down. It's going to be about second 9. I was about to say in front of him is Brett Myers at fullback. And at the end back for Dawson County is Cliff Strickland, the middle back's what they call him.
David Gafford once again in on the tackle for the Indians. So he's the one tackling all the Tigers here this evening on this drive. So to bring up second down and about 2 for the Tigers as they're knocking on the door once again, waiting to taste pay dirt. And we have a timeout here, and we'll take one too. You're tuned to Lumpkin County football on AM 1210.
We're all reaching for security. And you can't simply trust in fate to avoid the bad breaks. Who can you trust to protect your life, home, auto, and lifestyle? Who has a firm grasp of what you really need? Your Cotton States Insurance agent. Our most important policy is trust.
See your local Cotton States Insurance agent, Norman Adams, at 112 North Park Street in Dahlonega.
Fall is the time for changing colors and the Martin Sinauer Fall for Design mail-in rebate event with great deals on Martin Sinauer paints to help you express your sense of style and design. It's happening now at Mountain Home Paint and Decorating. Get $4 back on Platinum, their very best paint, and $2 back on Williamsburg, Bright Life, and Great Life paints, plus great outdoors stain products. So make this your Fall for Design and get up to $4 back at Mountain Home Paint and Decorating in Dahlonega. Martin Sinauer, where paint becomes design.
First and 10 for the Tigers. They can get another first down before they score. But Lumpkin County going to try to buckle it down right here and stop the Tigers from blowing this thing out in the first half. As Chess Hamby breaks the huddle for Dawson County. Jonathan Hill on the left side. Dan Fowler on the right side as the guards. Your tackles are Adam Jackson and Jacob Lenore. Stack eye behind Edwards. And they go to Brett Myers. Brett squirts through there as he how far does he get? He just rolls and rolls for a touchdown, Dawson County.
Brett Myers, he took.
That was Neal Cain.
Neal Cain.
Neal Cain. I thought they handed off to Brett Myers. We squirted it back out to Neal Cain. He just drove him and carried the Lumpkin County Indians into that end zone. It's 20-0, 8:40 to go. And Neal Cain's going to try the extra point, tack on another one. Dawson County fans loving this across the way. The Lumpkin County fans more docile after that last score. It's Neal Cain's going to line it up. His holder is Keeney. And they sort it out on the front side. Dawson County controlling the momentum here in the first half. Lumpkin County's had some impressive drives, but they can't put it in the end zone. Snap, kicks up, and it's good. And Dawson County extends their lead, 21-0. You're tuned to At the 50 on WDGR.
Hey, are you going to the Tiger football game tonight? Absolutely. Are you? I'll be there, but I don't know what to wear. What do you think? I'm going to wear this cool new t-shirt from Dawson News and Advertiser. How did you get such an awesome t-shirt from the paper? My dad just renewed our subscription and got a free t-shirt. Oh man, we don't subscribe to the Dawson News and Advertiser. No problem. Just get your mom or dad to go by their office in downtown Dawsonville and start a new subscription. And you can get a free t-shirt too. Show your Tiger pride. Start a new subscription or renew a current one and get your free Dawson County Tiger t-shirt today. In-county subscriptions are just $10. Out of county, $15. Come by the office, located off Highway 9 in downtown Dawsonville, in front of the pool room, or call for more information. 706-265-2345.
J.P. King Memorial Stadium as the Tigers just capped a 6-play, 40-yard drive. Cain, 11-run touchdown to make the score 21-0. Here's the kick. Looks like the Indians will let that go out of bounds, so that'll be a penalty. The Indians will get the ball on their own 35-yard line, and they'll have to go the distance of the field to get the ball in the end zone. Looks like the momentum has shifted to Dawson County side as, of course, they're up 21-0 with 8:40 left in the half, and Dawson County has just pounded the ball down the field against Lumpkin County. And Lumpkin County, as we said, has been played with 5 penalties for 50 yards in this first half, and if they could have had those 50 yards, they could have had a score. But that just didn't happen. Lumpkin County will have the ball now. They have the ball on their own 35-yard line, I do believe, as the ball was kicked out of bounds. So the Indians will get the ball. Let's see where they put it. Normally on the 30 or 35.
30, I think it's 35. They have the option to penalize the team, make them kick it over 10 yards back, or take it on the 35.
That's what I was thinking that.
The Lumpkin County should have it 1st and 10. I think they're checking the rules. I thought it was a 35.
I thought it was a 35 too. I know it's 30 in college, so usually whatever that is 5 more yards, I believe.
Let's wait as the referee sorted out. Last year I thought it was 35, but 8:40 to go. Dawson County, 3 scores. Lumpkin County on their possessions have one of them. They drove it down, had to stopped it on a 4th down sack, and penalties have been hurting Lumpkin County. Here it is. It is the 35-yard line.
Well, don't forget next week.
It's a 10-yard penalty from the 25. Right. That's the way it works.
Don't forget next week Lumpkin County will travel up to Union County.
They put it on the 40. Okay. We need to read the rule book once again.
Anyway, the ball's
We'll
on
have
the
to
40.
talk to our producer, Doug Roy, and see if he can get us a rule book of GHSA football rules so we can
once again,
look
Tim,
a little more clued in right here.
Lumpkin County will travel to Union County next week, so they'll have 2 Region 8A opponents on their schedule.
And Dawson County will be at home against North Forsyth, and we'll be bringing that ball game to you here on At the 50. And Lumpkin County breaks the huddle, put out wide to the left. You got a new man into the game, Timmy Cantrell, and Kraft is going to be in your slot. What is this? They're moving it again.
Moving it to the 50-yard line, Tim. I'm not for sure what the play is. Let's see what the call is.
It's a penalty against Dawson County.
Another
dead
penalty.
ball foul, clipping. there's a clipping call against Dawson County, so that's the reason they got it up to the 50. That's the reason they sorted all that out. So it was to the 35, and a clipping call moved it out from the 35 to the midfield stripe. So we set the splits. You got Craig and Gafford. Option back. No, Burton keeps it, works through some traffic, and he stretches out for about a 1 yard body length gain. Let's call it 2 yards. He's about a 6-footer.
He's tripped up by Derek Duncan, number 20. And that play a while ago, Tim, was called clipping on the kicking team. And that's why they got the extra 10 yards at the 50-yard line. So it was.
I was thinking you can only accept one penalty,
Right.
but they get paid more than we do to officiate.
That's right.
Bo and I have learned not to question officials.
That's correct, Tim.
But it's at the 49 after that 1 yard gain, or half-yard gain rather, by Burton. Split out wide to the right is Kraft left. It'll be Cantrell, and they go to Gafford. He loses the ball momentarily, but Derek Duncan, and I believe that's Ledford there, number 74. Check that hustle bus for Dawson County. Ian Hustlebus and Derek Duncan in there for a third down situation for the Indians of Lumpkin County. 7:38 to go.
You know, Tim, Coach Fleming said he would be keying in on the running game of Lumpkin County, and his defense has done a good job on that this evening.
Those little passes in the flats for Lumpkin County seem to have worked. A couple of them have converted. A couple of them have been dropped or overthrown, but two guys split out wide to the right, one in the slot. Option back for Burton. He goes to Gafford. Gafford squirts in, and he's tripped up by Shelton Townley. He's going to bring up fourth down for Lumpkin County. Well, they go for it. It's less than 5 yards. Neither team has punted at this point. It's going to be fourth down and about 4 yards. Let's call it 4 yards. And the punting team in for Lumpkin County. And see if they're going to try to pooch this thing in there. Not sure what they're going to do. I thought Burton was going back to punt, but he's calling a play now. Let's see what happens. Yes, he's dropping back to punt. For Dawson County, it's going to be Patrick Reinhardt dropping back. He's going to be standing at his own 15. Burton gets it, punts up. Nice punt. Working Reinhardt to the corner. And the ball is going to roll into the end zone. Barely rolled into the end zone. Reinhardt let that one go.
That was a yard from the Indians down in the ball on the Tiger 1 yard line, and that would have been a little much for the Tigers.
So it's going to be first down and 10 for Dawson County. They're going to go in business at the 20-yard line of the Tigers. Once again, we'll run down our sponsors. Thank Lumpkin County Bank, Norman Adams Insurance, Poly Portables, Mountain Home Painting and Decorating, the DAHLONEGA Nugget, DAHLONEGA Family Practice, Goodson's Pharmacy, and our kickoff sponsor is Chestatee Regional Hospital. And coming up at halftime is going to be the halftime show brought to you by DAHLONEGA State Farm agent Donna Minish. And we're going to have the Lumpkin County Band of Gold for your halftime entertainment coming up. Dawson County first and 10 at the 20-yard line. Fatz split out wide to left. Stack eye behind Edwards and Cheshamby. They go to Neal Cain. He turns around, does a misdirection play, and nothing was there. And he is dropped for a loss. Check that. I said Donna Minish is Donna Minnick. I apologize, Donna. So we'll get that straightened out. And it's a loss of about, let's call it 4 yards. Second down, 14 for Dawson County as we hit the 6-minute mark of the opening half of play here in high school football. And it's going to be Fatz split out wide to the left for Dawson County. Stack eye once again with Neal Cain in the back. He pitch it over to Cain. Cain's got some running room. He works up past the original line of scrimmage for about a, let's call it a 6-yard gain. 5.5 to go. They're going to spot the ball at the 24-yard line. Dawson County has to get just a shade past the 30. So it is definitely 6 yards to go. Third down for the Tigers. Lumpkin County going to try to stack it in there.
Tigers have had 3 penalties for a total of 20 yards in the
stack eye. Fatz split wide right. Edwards looks down, finds Drew Starnes for a first down for Dawson County. He's brought up by number 24, Billy Craig for Lumpkin County.
Tripped up by number 12, David Gafford. He's on the play. He's assisting on a lot of tackles tonight for the Indians.
First down for Dawson County. Dawson County mix it up a little bit themselves, but they still key the action around Neal Cain to try to draw the defense to him. And every once in a while, you know, I haven't seen him squirted in there to number 21, Brett Myers, in a few plays. So with a stack eye once again behind Edwards. And there he goes. I called it. And he gets about 3-4 yards. Myers squirted up in there, and he got hung up in the traffic a little bit and dropped down. On the tackle for Lumpkin County, number 63, Chris Farrell.
And Jeffy Trammell, he was also in on the tackle for
second down. And let's call it 6. He got about 4 yards on that. He's got to get to the 42.5. Let's call it 7. Second down, 7. Gain of 3. Still a stack eye. Fatz out to the right. Edwards with a cadence. He goes once again to Brett Myers. He works his way up to about the 38-yard line. Third down, inside 4 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Dawson County holding on to a 21-0 lead.
Andrew Weatherford, he's in on the tackle for the Indians. So they're stopping the Tigers up front, but they're still pounding the ball on the Indian defense as they got a couple of yards off that, as it will be 3rd down and 3 with the clock ticking at 3:37.
Chess hammering that offensive line for Dawson County, up and over the ball with Benji Edwards at your quarterback. Stack eye behind him with Myers, Strickland, and Cain. And they go to Cain. Cain works through for a first down and a couple more yards. He rolls over a pile, and where are they going to mark the ball down at? First down yardage for Dawson County. Dawson County moving the ball down the field. Cain's probably got close to 100 yards already here in the first half. First down 10 for the Tigers at the 45 of Dawson County. 3:17, 21-0 is the score. Usually the way this game turns out for a team dictates their season. Stack eye once again behind Edwards. Edwards takes a snap, goes to, well, actually looking back, drops back for a pass, and intercepted by David Burton. Burton stepped up in front of Drew Starnes, got position on him, and picked off at the 42 of Lumpkin County. So Lumpkin County with a chance to cut into this Tiger lead.
There's the momentum shift Lumpkin County needed, Tim, as they are down 21 in the hole, but that could be the key right there for them to get a score, at least here in this first half, and they'll have to go around 55 yards.
57 yards.
57 yards.
43.
That's right. 2:56 left here in the first half of play.
Dawson County's just punching it out and tried to catch him sleeping a little bit. It was a good pass, but Burton read that thing perfectly. The quarterback's going to step in there now. He's going into a shotgun. He's got 2 men in the slot, 2 men wide, 4 receivers looking downfield. Burton looking. He finds his outlet, Billy Craig, and he drops the ball incomplete as he's racked up by Shelton Townley as soon as he drops it. He's a little wobbly once he stands up there. So Billy Craig was a short outlet. Lumpkin County had 2 men split out wide to the right, 1 of them in the slot, 2 out wide to the left, 1 of them in the short slot. Burton went to his shotgun. We'll see if they'll go with that, trying to move the ball with 2:52. Clock stops.
Burton getting great protection from his offensive line on the pass plays.
Same setup. Burton dropping back. We got a flag. Dips it across the middle to Gafford. Gafford cutting across. Let's see what the penalty flag is, though, after they pick up first down yardage.
He's tripped up by number 25, Shelton Townley. Of course, there is a penalty on the play. I believe it's motion on the offensive line of Lumpkin County.
Completion took the possession to the 43 of Dawson County. A little post-whistle activity going on, but I think it was momentum carrying a Dawson County player into Lumpkin County, but the fans didn't like it.
Movement on the offensive line by Lumpkin County, so that'll negate that play and bring it back. So it'll be around second down and about
another one of those penalties
15.
We're talking about.
That's right.
As we said, coming up at the State Farm Donna Minnick halftime show, you're going to see the band to go, and Gold and Bo Wilson is going to recap the first half activity and the first half scoring for Dawson County. And if Lumpkin County gets on the board here, he'll highlight that also. But it's been all Dawson County here in the opening quarter of At the 50, brought to you by WDGR AM 1210, Dahlonega, Georgia. Second down 15 for Lumpkin, 2:44 remaining. Same setup we described earlier with Guys in the slot and guys split. Billy Craig's back in front of his quarterback. Burton looking, rolling to the right. He's pressured. Quick shot into Billy Craig. Falls short as he's being pressured in the backfield by big number 74 for Dawson County, Ian Husselbus.
Nathan Ledford for the Tigers. Of course, Burton, he had to get rid of that ball. He'd have went down for a big loss, around a 15-yard loss if he'd have got sacked in the backfield. Anyway, they bring up 3rd down and 15 for the Indians with 2:37 left here in the first half.
And they break the huddle, going with the same setup once again. They went with the same setup with 2 splits, 2 slots. Craig as a safety outlet and a blocking back. Burton, a little shuffle pass over to Gafford. Gafford's got up close to a first down. Going to be 4th down and about 1 with 2.5 to go. Good variation off that. Gafford coming out of the right side slot, a little shuffle pass.
Drug number 20, Derek Duncan, down with him. He's about a yard, 2 yards shy of the first down. We'll have to start the clock here.
Timeout Indians. And we're going to take a timeout. You're tuned at the 50, brought to you by WDGR.
You're not just another name on the chart. Everyone here knows your name by...
When it comes to your health, isn't it nice to know the quality care you need is available right in your own community, like DAHLONEGA Family Practice? Dr. Richard Wary and Dr. Al Parker, both board-certified family practitioners, are well qualified and experienced in providing comprehensive health services for all ages. And Dr. Carol Hector, a board-certified internal medicine specialist, provides diagnosis and treatment of a wide spectrum of adult illnesses and disorders. To make it even more convenient to see your community physician, DAHLONEGA Family Practice offers expanded hours. They're open late until 7 on Mondays through Thursdays and until noon on Saturdays. Located at 59 Tipton Drive. For appointments, call 864-4012. DAHLONEGA Family Practice is affiliated with Chestatee Regional Hospital and is part of your hometown health care network.
Hey, are you going to the Indians football game tonight?
Absolutely. Are you?
I'll be there, but I'm not sure what to wear. What do you think?
I'm going to wear this cool new t-shirt from the DAHLONEGA Nugget.
How did you get that awesome t-shirt from the paper?
My mom just renewed our subscription, and she got this t-shirt for free.
Oh, man, we don't subscribe to the DAHLONEGA Nugget.
No problem. Just to get your mom to go by their offices on Highway 9 South in DAHLONEGA and start a new subscription. And you can get this free t-shirt, too. Show your Indian pride. Start a new subscription or renew a current one and get your free Lumpkin County Indians t-shirt today. In-county subscriptions are just $17, out-of-county $28. Go by the office located on Highway 9 South in DAHLONEGA or call for more information, 706-864-3613. The DAHLONEGA Nugget, part of the Community Newspaper Incorporated family.
Welcome back here to J.P. King Memorial Stadium. The Indians driving the ball down the field. It's 4th down and about 2 yards for the Indians with 2:16 left here in the first half.
McAllister split out wide to the right. 2 setbacks behind the quarterback. I'm looking for a sneak right here. No, he goes rolling, cuts it back in, and Dawson County stops it with number 70 slipping up in there for Dawson County. Jacob Lenore stopping this drive, and Dawson County will take over with 2 minutes to move the ball. Chess Hamby comes in there kicking around. He's all fired up.
21-0. Dawson County can go in at halftime up 28-0 if they can pooch one in here for the touchdown. But the Lumpkin County Indian defense good steadfast here.
As Chess Hamby's up and over the ball, that offensive line for Dawson County of Lenore, Hill, Hamby, Jackson, and Fowler. Your quarterback's Benji Edwards in the backfield. They go to Neal Cain. He works through. He's got some running room up to about a 7-yard gain to the 43-yard line. In front of Cain, knocking him out of the way was Cliff Strickland. And number 21, Brett Myers.
Craig Gentry in there on the tackle for the Indians.
Lumpkin County stacking them in there. 4 linebackers running with the 44, stacking them in there as 8 up front. Benji Edwards takes a snap, and we got a whistle down on the field.
Got a flag on the play. Could be motion on the Lumpkin offense.
Or Tiger offense,
excuse me.
Tigers look like they are retreating. Yes, it is. motion against the Tigers, so it's going to take it back to about a second down, 8-yard situation for Dawson County.
That big defensive line by Lumpkin must have drew them off. That's Dwayne Richardson, Jeffy Trammell, Craig Gentry, and Danny Richardson, the defensive line there for the Indians.
Dwayne and Danny, brothers for Lumpkin County. Dawson County breaks the huddle. Brandon Fatz splits out wide to the left. Dawson County at midfield. Second down, about 8. Going to Neal Cain. He's tackled in the backfield. Stunning off the right defensive side for Lumpkin County is Dwayne Richardson, that defensive end. He read Neal Cain like a book and dropped him back for a loss. So it's going to be third down at midfield. 68 seconds. Clock's moving. Let's call it third down. 10.5 yards to go for Dawson County.
Richardson read that all the way.
I'm sure Dawson County try to eat up as much clock as they can. They may try to strike one long. Would you try a Neal Cain field goal here? I don't think so. That'd be a 60-yarder. Those type of things you stretch too much.
Get a quick pass, get out of bounds, and then try it on about the 30. See what happens here, Tim.
So they're going to pitch out to Neal Cain. They're going to try to run him up in there. He's got about 6-7 yards. He's going to be fourth down and 3. And Dawson Cain letting the clock run at 35 seconds. It would be still be a 60-yard field goal if they tried anything here. 30 seconds to go. Looks like they're not going to try to put anything on the board at this point.
Here's the hurry-up offense for the Tigers now. It's got 22 and ticking.
And they come out. They're taking their time. I don't think they're going to try to do anything here. They may try to get one more play downfield. Set up a Neal Cain field goal. Split out wide to the right. 12 seconds. Trying to call them off. And Lumpkin County jump. Stop the clock with 9.3. Will put the ball at the 38. It would still be a 50-plus yard field goal. Lumpkin County begging us against Dawson County.
Be a first down for Dawson County, Tim. That's the second time Lumpkin County's jumped off sides and given the Tigers the first down.
Penalty-infested Lumpkin County first half here. And a 21-point deficit. Clock starts running. Dawson County's going to call a timeout. Are they going to try a long field goal, or what are they going to do here? That would, 38-48. That'd be a 55-yarder. Neal Cain went to some kicking clinics over the summer. I don't know what he's maxed out at.
Could be a good chance for Neal Cain just to try the 55-yard field goal, just to see where he's at with his strength on his toe.
I think they're setting up a play right now, what it appears to be. Because that's still a long way for any high school kicker.
It's 6.8 seconds left here in the first half. Dawson County up a commanding lead over the Indians, 21-0. Now they struck fast back early with that 30-second drive down the field, and that 11-yard touchdown run by Neal Cain put them up 7-0. Then they come back and struck again, put them up 14-0, and we're where we're at now, 21-0.
First and 10 for Dawson County with 6.8 seconds. They may try one quick down and out or something. It had to be a very quick down and out. You got Brandon Fatz out wide to the right. They may go, I don't think they're going to try to put all of them down there. They'd all have to break through really strong. Now they're going to roll it out. They're looking downfield. Benji Edwards pushed out of his pocket. Going to be the last play. Floats it down, and David Burton intercepts it, and he is run out of bounds, and that's the end of your first half. It's 21-0 Dawson County. You're tuned to At the 50 with Lumpkin County football on WDGR AM 1210.
We're at the State Farm Donna Minnick halftime report here. First, we'll start out for the visiting Dawson County Tigers. Benji Edwards, he is one carries for 2 yards. Brett Myers, 5 carries for 61 yards. Neal Cain, 13 carries for 81 yards and 2 touchdowns. Phil Strickland has 2 carries for 1 yard. On the receiving ends, Brandon Fatz has 1 reception for 39 yards and a touchdown. By the way, Starnes 1 reception for 7 yards. Cain 1 reception for 21 yards. And Edwards is 3 for 3 with 2 interceptions and 67 yards on the night with 1 passing touchdown. The Tigers completed 11 first downs in the first half of play. Moving to the hometown Lumpkin County Indians, Gafford had 9 carries for 71 yards. Craig had 3 for 18, and Burton had 3 for 14. On the receiving end, Antonio received 1 pass for 13 yards. McAllister 1 for 10 yards, and Gafford 1 for 14 yards for a total of 37 yards on the night. Burton was 3 for 9 with 1 interception and 37 yards. They also had recorded 5 first downs in the first half of play. You're listening to the State Farm Insurance halftime report.
Thanks. We're going to take a break, and we're going to hear from DAHLONEGA State Farm agent Donna Minnick. We'll be back after these messages with At the 50, brought to you by WDGR.
If you're driving around with some cut-rate car insurance and you get into an accident, that's when it hits you. There's no State Farm agent to turn to for help.
All operators are busy. Please hold.
So, the choice is yours. Get yourself a State Farm agent.
Please continue holding.
Or get left high and dry.
Welcome back to At the 50, everyone. Brought to you by WDGR. Bringing Lumpkin County football to you here on a Friday night. The taping is on a Friday night with Lumpkin County playing host to Dawson County here at J.P. King Memorial Stadium. After the first half, it's 21-0 Dawson County as Bo run down those halftime stats on the Donna Minnick halftime report. State Farm agent Donna Minnick. Our other sponsors, Lumpkin County Bank, Norman Adams Insurance, Potty Portables, Mountain Home Paint and Decorating, the DAHLONEGA Nugget, DAHLONEGA Family Practice, Goodson's Pharmacy, and Chestatee Regional Hospital. And it's going to be Lumpkin County kicking off to Dawson County. And Dawson County's Jacob Lenore hands off to Brett Myers. After he takes it, Brett Myers swings up the far side, weaving through traffic. He's got some running room, just weaving and weaving, but we got a flag on the field. It's going to be a penalty against Dawson County. We'll check out the flag, but Dawson County just weaved it through, but it's going to be called against Dawson County. Possession's going to back the Tigers up. Move the ball up to about the 48-yard line. Myers with a great return, taking the handoff from Jacob Lenore. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for Dawson County as the official marks it at the 32-yard line. As we said, 32-yard line, 1st and 10 for Dawson County. I missed the indication that the official give on that particular penalty, but 1st and 10 right there to start the second half for the Tigers. Lumpkin County going to look to slow that strong Tiger offense down a little bit. Defensively, Lumpkin County picked off 2 passes, but they go to Neal Cain. He picks up about 3 or 4 yards. Lumpkin County hitting Neal Cain aggressively at the knees. I hate to see those type of tackles at the knees. That could cause a career-ending injury, but they're trying to get low and get into those wheels. That's the way they coach it. Gain of about 4 for Neal Cain. 2nd down at about 6. Opening seconds here of the second half. On opening night of football, 1999. Our last opening night in the millennium. And I guess you've heard it's the last everything on the millennium this year. As Benji Edwards and Brandon Fatz spread out wide to the left. Benji looks, options back to Neal Cain. Neal Cain gets around the corner, trying to turn it up on Spooner. He gets to the 40, breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2 tackles, drives over 3 tackles. He introduces himself to David Burton for a Dawson County 1st down at midfield. And it's going to be 1st and 10 right there for Dawson County. Taking the option, Neal Cain broke 3 tackles and run over a couple of Lumpkin County defenders trying to meet him head on. 11 minutes to go. Opening minute of the second half. I played Lumpkin County trailing the Tigers from about 17 miles south of here. These 2 teams traditionally have opened up against each other since 1980. They've maintained that tradition for the last 20 years as Benji Edwards takes a snap from Hamby. He hands off to Myers, working through traffic, dragging players along with him, and up to tackle him for Lumpkin County. Host of Indians, number 32, Dwayne Richardson, was in there, and we got a flag. Let's check the penalty. In that area where they like to call holding. The officials talk it over. Going to talk to a Lumpkin County players. The Tiger team retreats. There's a gain of about 5 that time by Myers. Let's see what the penalty is. The official talks it off. They're going to walk it off. He says, dead ball foul, personal foul after the game. So it was a gain of about 5 after the play, so it backs it up. So it's going to remain 2nd down from the 40, let's call it the 44. Only the 2nd Tiger penalty. 2nd down, about 20 to go for Dawson County, just under 20. 1st down, 19. Clock rolling, or actually clock stopped at 10.5. I'm not sure. They're marking the player that they called it on. So in case he has another one of those, he may get to set out a week. That's one of the sportsmanship penalties that the officials in GHSA enforce this year. 2nd down, 19. 1 man split out wide to the left. Brandon Fatz, stack eye, and tight end right. Benji Edwards with a snap. He gives it to Neal Cain. Neal Cain works off. He outruns 3 players, weaving through traffic at the 30, 35, 20, 10. 1 man to beat. Touchdown, Neal Cain. He just worked through the traffic, had 3 Lumpkin County players lined up to get him, and it was a last-ditch effort for David Gafford to try to catch up with Neal Cain, who's having an excellent night. 57-yard run that time by Neal Cain makes a score 27-0 with 10:09 remaining. So Dawson County has scored on every drive except two. One to close the half and one interception. Well, actually, the one to close the half was an interception. Dawson County has not punted as Cain is going to try to add to his PAT total of the night. Chess Hamby with a snap. Keeney with a hole. Snap. Kicks up and good. With 10:09 remaining, your score is Dawson County 28, Lumpkin County 0. You're tuned to At the Half on WDGR AM 1210.
If you're driving around with some cut-rate car insurance and you get into an accident, that's when it hits you. There's no State Farm agent to turn to for help.
All operators are busy. Please hold.
So, the choice is yours. Get yourself a State Farm agent.
Please continue holding.
Or get left high and dry.
Lumpkin County Bank has been offering free checking for quite some time now. And it's even gotten better with debit cards, next-day checks, and phone banking. If you're paying your bank to have a checking account there, you're throwing away money. Come see us today and start saving money. We have two convenient locations to serve you: South Chestatee Street and the intersection of 400 and Highway 60. Or visit our website at www.lumpkincountybank.com. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to J.P. King Memorial Stadium, where Lumpkin County's having a tough time with it here on opening night 1999. As Strickland kicks it off for Dawson County after the 57-yard Neal Cain touchdown, and taking the ball for Lumpkin County was 82. Adam Scott, he's got some running room, works it up to midfield and gets another 5 or 6 yards. Host of Tigers in on that particular tackle. So it's going to be 1st and 10. Lumpkin County's going to try to get something going here in the second half, as it's been all Dawson County thus far. And coming back out, Burton is still your quarterback. Trying to check some of the numbers across that front line for Lumpkin County. Still looks like the same starting line of Gentry, Richardson, Lord, Walden, and Wood. And Lumpkin County is going to have to take a timeout because they don't have enough players on the field, and we'll take a timeout also. You're tuned to At the 50. Brought to you by WDGR AM 1210.
You won't find their products on the Home Shopping Network, and you won't find them displayed in department store windows. And if you got one for your birthday, you probably wouldn't be too happy about it. Even so, Poly Portables has earned the respect of the community. Poly Portables is a family-owned local business. It provides jobs for scores of local folks, and it's rated one of the top 4 companies worldwide in its industry. Ed and Mincy Crafton founded the company 30 years ago. Today, daughter Kathy Crafton Duck and her husband Mike carry on the tradition of quality. Best of luck to the Lumpkin County Indians from Poly Portables.
A stadium's just the right size for a football game, but I don't like shopping at a drugstore the size of a football field like so many of them are these days. I'd rather take my business to Goodson's Pharmacy on the Dawsonville Square. Whether I'm getting a prescription filled or picking up some shampoo, it's always convenient. It's always easy to find what I'm looking for, and I always feel like they appreciate my business. In fact, Goodson's Pharmacy has all you'd expect from a modern drugstore, plus that old-fashioned personal feeling that's so hard to find anymore. It's a pleasure doing business with Goodson's Pharmacy. Stop in soon, won't you?
Welcome back, and thanks for our sponsors that brought that break to you. And it's back with Jonathan Lord up over the ball for Lumpkin County. Burton is your quarterback for the first possession of the second half for Lumpkin County. And they go to Gafford. He works into the middle, and he is brought down by number 88 for Dawson County, Max Miller, sophomore defensive end for Dawson County. Dawson, check that, Lumpkin County's looking a little dejected at this point as Dawson County's just worked it right at them. Looking at the sideline, that excitement that started the season starting to dwindle away here in the first game, but there's 9 more to go for these Lumpkin County Indians. So they'll take on Union County next week. Dawson County will host North Forsyth. So Lumpkin County has 2 single-A opponents lined up for start of the season, and Dawson has 2 double-A's. Pass completion, good to Andrew Antonio. And he gets a Lumpkin County first down into Tiger territory, about the 43. We seen that play on the first drive that Lumpkin County had to open up the game. So a little magic there. Antonio's second reception of the night for Lumpkin County. Moves a possession up to the 44-yard line. First and 10 right there at 9 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Dawson leading 28-0. Lumpkin County moving the ball here. On the first possession of the second half, you got a slot right, split backfield behind Burton. That's Gafford and Billy Craig. Burton on the option, he keeps it in. He's brought down by Spooner for Dawson County. Also in on the tackle is number 88, Max Miller. Going to bring up second down, very short gain that time for Lumpkin County. I'm going to call it second 9, maybe a half yard. Dawson County's defense looking pretty good tonight. They haven't let Lumpkin score. They've been, but they haven't broken. And if Lumpkin breaks the huddle, short split left, split right, split backfield behind Burton. Burton drops back, quick pass across the middle to Antonio. He's got yardage down inside the 25. He's caught everything that's thrown in his neighborhood these days. Inside the 25-yard line. Lumpkin County moving the ball. Those little drop passes to Andrew Antonio. He's a linebacker. He's also a backup quarterback for Lumpkin County. He's a junior. 2 receptions to move the ball quickly to the 23-yard line of Dawson County. And it's first and 10. Same setup. McAllister split out wide to the right. And they go to Gafford. Gafford's got a little bit of running room, and Dawson County stacks him up and moves him backwards. There is Lenore and Ledford in on the tackle for Dawson County. Brett Myers mixing it up in there also. So it's going to bring up second down. They're going to mark about a 1-yard loss. Yes, yard and a half. 7:23. Lumpkin County had moved it down inside the 15-yard line once before on their first drive of the game. Once again, they're moving it here. They come out with a little offensive fire out of the halftime. It's 2 splits. Actually, 1 man in a slot. Burton looks downfield trying to find somebody, and jumping in there is Patrick Reinhardt, and he nearly breaks it up. He gave a little shove, but the referee let them do it. Jumped in front of Antonio and nearly had an interception, but Patrick Reinhardt was reading that pass, so it's going to bring up third down. 11 to go at the Dawson County, let's call it the 24-yard line. It's inside 7 minutes to go. Lumpkin County breaks out of the huddle. Splits. 1 man in the slot. Split backfield. And they go to Gafford. Gafford's got running room. He's got close to a first down. They're going to mark it at the 10. And yes, it is a Lumpkin County first down. Excellent block that time by Jonathan Lord, the center, springing loose David Gafford. And it's going to be Lumpkin County knocking on the door. First and 10 to go at the 11, so they can get a first down. This is bringing a little spark to this Lumpkin County crowd. Dawson County has kept them out of the end zone thus far. Lumpkin County knocking on the door. You've got McAllister split out wide left. And what they're going to do, they're going to option, and Burton holds on to it, fights off one tackle, driving deep inside the 5-yard line. Where did he go down at?
Lenore almost had him there, Tim, almost had him there in the backfield for a loss, but he didn't anyway. Second down and 10, 6-14. Lumpkin County once again knocking on the doors. They had several chances back in the first half of play, and penalties plagued those from getting in the end zone. However, right now, Lumpkin County's offensive line trying to push that Dawson County defensive line in the end zone.
It's second down from the 5-yard line, so they get 4 for a first down. 5:52 to go. Splits. Split in the backfield. They go to Gafford, and he's stopped at the line by Dawson County. So it's going to bring up third down. Short yardage for Lumpkin County, and 4-down territory. Ben Spooner in that time on the tackle for Dawson County. Check that Derek Duncan. I said Spooner. Spooner's number 20 for Lumpkin County, so I've been calling out Spooner for Derek Duncan on all these tackles.
Third down, about 4, Tim. Lumpkin County still trying to pooch it in there. I don't know what they're going to do here. Big center, number 60, brings it up on the ball. That's Jonathan Lord.
Split backfield behind Burton. That's Gafford and Billy Craig.
He's going right
with a snap. He pitches it to Gafford. Gafford cuts in, and Dawson County stops it right there about the 4-yard line. So it's going to be fourth down. About 1 or 2 yards ago, stopping it for Dawson County was Derek Duncan mixing it up in there. He's the sophomore. Look at all these underclassmen out there for Dawson County. These are sophomores. We talked about Dawson County playing a lot of freshmen last year. These guys are sophomores and playing like juniors. We got an injury timeout on the field.
That's David Gafford.
That's not good for Lumpkin County. As Gafford's been picking up a lot of yardage for them.
Richardson will replace him on offense. 4:46 left here in the third quarter. Play 28-0. Dawson scored early in this half.
Lumpkin wanting to push it in there. It's 4:40 to go. Lord up and over the ball. Burton is quarterback right behind him. Slot and split to the right. Split backfield behind Burton. Burton with a snap, looking, rolling, looking downfield. Nothing there. Dawson County and a fumble, and there's a fumble. Ball's on the ground. Who's got it?
Looks like Lumpkin County may have recovered it.
It's close.
Big Dan Fowler dove for the ball. Let's see who's got it.
They're fighting for it underneath that pile. Let's see who's got it. Dawson County, the referee signaling Dawson County. Once again, Lumpkin County drives deep into Dawson County territory, and they just cannot convert. And it's going to be first down 10 for the Tiger offense. They're going to have 89 yards to march. Neal Cain coming back in there for Dawson County. At this point, he has 16 carries, 159 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Not a bad opening night for the senior running back, and a lot of big colleges are looking at him.
Once again, remnants of the first half for Lumpkin County as they get very close to pay dirt and can't push it in.
And here's Benji Edwards with a snap. He goes to Brett Myers. Brett Myers drives up for about 4 or 5 yards. Talking about Neal Cain, everybody's looking at his running abilities. You know, he was 1,100-yard plus rusher in 1998. But this kid can play good defense, too. We've seen him play defense last year, and I wouldn't be surprised if some colleges would look at him as an all-around athlete to play a cornerback, provide you a running attack. And, you know, guys, he can kick the ball, too. Those big, strong legs of Neal Cain. He's put on about 15 pounds since last year. He's a big kid down on the field. Second down, let's call it 5. Stack eye behind Edwards. And they go to Cain. He works through it. He's picked up in the backfield for maybe if he got back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see where they spot it. I'm sure North Forsyth is up here scouting Dawson County. I bet they've watched 24 all night long and got some plans for him. Understanding North Forsyth is probably has one of the strongest teams they've had in their existence, and Lumpkin County will be meeting them later on this season as they are both a part of Region 7 AA. I was talking to one of the coaches from North Forsyth last night, and he was talking about they're looking really sharp down in Coal Mountain. But Edwards back here takes the ball, options to keep it himself. It's going to bring up a fourth down in a punting situation for Dawson County. Be their first punt of the night.
Andrew Weatherford met him there at the line of scrimmage and kept him from going anywhere, and that brings up 4th and 7.
Punting situation. First time Dawson County's had to punt this season. And Brandon Fatz is going to be the punter for Dawson County.
So Lumpkin County will have a chance to get the ball back in their own territory, or in Dawson territory.
And this is going to be Brandon's first punt of his career. He's got orange cones stacked behind him. So Dawson County doesn't have enough players out on the field.
Times are ticking. It's 2:18 left here in the third quarter. Of course, that works to Dawson's advantage. Dawson's going to have to take a timeout due to not enough folks on the field, I believe, Tim.
That's right. We'll take a timeout with him. You're tuned to At the 50. Brought to you by WDGR AM 1210.
You're not just another name on the chart. Everyone here knows your name by...
When it comes to your health, isn't it nice to know the quality care you need is available right in your own community, like DAHLONEGA Family Practice? Dr. Richard Wary and Dr. Al Parker, both board-certified family practitioners, are well qualified and experienced in providing comprehensive health services for all ages. And Dr. Carol Hector, a board-certified internal medicine specialist, provides diagnosis and treatment of a wide spectrum of adult illnesses and disorders. To make it even more convenient to see your community physician, DAHLONEGA Family Practice offers expanded hours. They're open late until 7 on Mondays through Thursdays and until noon on Saturdays. Located at 59 Tipton Drive. For appointments, call 864-4012. DAHLONEGA Family Practice is affiliated with Chestatee Regional Hospital and is part of your hometown health care network.
We're all reaching for security. And you can't simply trust in fate to avoid the bad breaks. Who can you trust to protect your life, home, auto, and lifestyle? Who has a firm grasp of what you really need? Your Cotton States insurance agent. Our most important policy is trust.
See your local Cotton States insurance agent, Norman Adams, at 112 North Park Street in Dahlonega.
County punting for the first time this season. Brandon Fatz standing on his own 1 yard line. Gets it up, kicks up, and gets off a nice punt with a lot of pressure. The ball's going to roll for Dawson County. Woo, what a punt for a 51-yard punt.
We got a flag on the play.
That's what
Tim.
the flag is.
I don't know if it's roughing the kicker or not. I think Fatz got roughed up back there. Let's see what the call is.
Lumpkin County was coming after it. They had about 3 players on top of Fatz, and he got a nice punt off.
Looked like Adam Scott was shaking his head no. So let's see what it is. He's referees over there standing by.
Maybe first down for Dawson County.
Roughing.
Yes, so automatic first down. So Dawson County's first punt of the season is negated. Yet they yield a first down. So they're going to back them up. Telling Lumpkin County to bring it back down here. They'll march this one off.
About a 43-yard punt, Tim, by Brandon Fatz.
From where he was standing, it went 51.
Right.
Excellent job by Fatz. Dawson County has been weak in the punting area in the past, so this is a bright sign, especially him standing at his own 1 yard line. So first down Dawson County after another Lumpkin County mistake is just breaking the hearts of these fans here on the opening night in 1999.
And, of course, Lumpkin County having to travel to Union County next week, that's not a good look on their schedule either, because Union County usually packs a pretty good football team every season.
And, of course, we've been talking about Dawson County playing host to a tough North Forsyth team. First down 10. Clock starts back with 2:08 going. Dawson County scored once here in the third quarter. That's the only scoring we've had here in this quarter. They scored twice in the first quarter. Then we'll go to Brett Meyer, squirts through. Lumpkin County trying to rip the ball away. He gets about 4 yards, maybe 5, depending on where they spot it.
He's brought down by number 75, Patrick Wood. He's in on the tackle, along with assisted by a host of Indians with 1:43 left here in the quarter. Dawson County pounding the ball down the field, have it at their own 34-yard line.
Lumpkin County done a good job on that last set of downs, keying on Neal Cain and forcing Dawson County to go to some other options. And they just close that one down as it is second down. Let's call it 5. Stack eye, Fatz out to the right. They go option back. No, Edwards keeps it for first down yardage.
Edwards thought he thought there for a moment to pitch it back, but decided no way, and he took it up for the first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 Dawson County. We have a hurt player for Lumpkin County on the field. Let's check that number and see who that is right quick.
Can't see the number from here, but he went down hard with Benji Edwards.
Looks like a cramp. I believe I see Richardson down there. He's helping him out, stretching his legs out. I believe that's what it is, Tim.
Is that Burton? It looks like a 1-0. I can't tell from here. It may be David Burton, because he's been playing both ways. Safety on defense.
It is David Burton. Of course, this hot, humid night here in Lumpkin County doesn't help those cramps either, Tim.
Could be hotter, though. We've had hotter nights here in Lumpkin County.
This is cool compared to previous opening days of football here. I remember last year it was hot down at Sandy Walls Stadium.
And year before it was a cooker up here at J.P.
Yes,
King Memorial Stadium.
So David Burton, he'll come off the field for a few moments as he has to on Georgia high school regulations. He'll sit out a play and then probably get back in to the football action. 1:10 left here in the third quarter play. Dawson County still commanding that scoreboard with a 28-0 lead and has the ball on about the 42-yard line.
Freshman Jeff Kraft checks in. I wondered if we checked on David Gafford to see what his injury situation is, because he went out with an injury. I see him. Is that him playing the corner over there? I believe he's back in at the corner as Dawson County goes to Neal Cain. He's weaving through traffic and moves up for about a gain of 6 yards.
Weatherford in on the tackle for the Indians. Brings him down about 3 or 4 yards shy of the first down. Clock running down under 36 seconds now.
This Dawson County offense premiering the play of Neal Cain as a senior. Offensive strategy rotates around Cain, and he's answering well.
Neal Cain well on his way to rushing over 200 yards this evening.
And he's been tutored well the last 2 years playing those there
goes Strickland.
Strickland from the fullback or middle back position gets a first down, but it was talking about Cain had been conditioned playing fullback the last 2 years, and getting some good yards from fullback last year. Picking up 1,100 plus yards, but Strickland takes it down for a Dawson County first down, deep inside well, not deep inside, but inside Lumpkin County territory. They're marking the ball at the 42. First time we've seen Strickland run the ball for a while as they continue to stretch out Burton on the Lumpkin County sideline. They definitely want him back in there at quarterback. He's shown a lot of poise tonight at that quarterback position. Will come out with some strong, good-looking passes earlier as Dawson County hands off to Strickland once again. He fights up for yardage, about a 9-yard gain. And that's the end of your third quarter. Dawson County scores once in the third quarter. And it's 28-0. We'll take a break. You're tuned to At the 50, brought to you by WDGR.
Hey, are you going to the Indians football game tonight?
Absolutely. Are you?
I'll be there, but I'm not sure what to wear. What do you think?
I'm going to wear this cool new t-shirt from the DAHLONEGA Nugget.
How did you get that awesome t-shirt from the paper?
My mom just renewed our subscription, and she got this t-shirt for free.
Oh, man. We don't subscribe to the DAHLONEGA Nugget.
No problem. Just to get your mom to go by their offices on Highway 9 South in Dahlonega and start a new subscription. And you can get this free t-shirt, too. Show your Indian pride. Start a new subscription or renew a current one and get your free Lumpkin County Indians t-shirt today. In-county subscriptions are just $17. Out-of-county, $28. Go by the office located on Highway 9 South in Dahlonega or call for more information. 706-864-3613. The Dahlonega Nugget, part of the Community Newspaper Incorporated family.
Fall is the time for changing colors and the Martinson Hour Fall for Design mail-in rebate event with great deals on Martinson Hour paints to help you express your sense of style and design. It's happening now at Mountain Home Paint and Decorating. Get $4 back on Platinum, their very best paint, and $2 back on Williamsburg, Bright Life, and Great Life paints, plus great outdoors stain products. So make this your Fall for Design and get up to $4 back at Mountain Home Paint and Decorating in Dahlonega. Martinson Hour, where paint becomes design.
King Memorial Stadium. Neal Cain has 19 carries for 170 yards and 3 touchdowns, Tim. So Neal Cain, he's definitely well on his way to 200 yards this evening.
And Dawson County second down about 3 yards to go. Double tights. And that stacked eye at the other tight end trying to catch the numbers at I believe that's number 31, Nathan Ledford. Yes, it is. And driving up into the middle, Dawson County appears to have another first down as the ball goes to Edwards. He keeps it over the left side, going between Jonathan Hill and Big Chess Hamby.
Looks like Danny Richardson's having a cramp.
As Ledford checks out. Chess Hamby, he has had a good night at center tonight. They threw him into the fire last year as a freshman center, and he answered well last year. Very impressed. He got on the weight program, really bulked up, and he takes a lot of pride in his play. I talked to him after the Jamboree, and he was learning from experiences over there, and he's come out here tonight, and he's answered well. He's been really crisp on his PAT snaps. As Dawson County 1st and 10, wide left is Fatz, stack eye. They go to Cliff Strickland once again up to about the 25-yard line.
Looks like Cliff Strickland. He's got 3 carries there for, we'll check our stat man, Charles Duncan. We appreciate him coming out tonight, helping us out with stats. He is part of the Dawson News and Advertiser staff as a staff writer, and we appreciate him coming out and doing the stats tonight for us.
Yes, thank you, Charles. Doing a good job feeding us information. Broadcaster is a very weak position unless you have someone feeding you stats.
That's correct.
2nd down, about 7 yards. Stack eye, one tight end. Mix up in the middle, and Benji Edwards is brought down. I thought that's nearly a face mask.
It looked like it. He was slammed to the ground.
They caught his helmet, but that's still part of the face mask.
Little miscommunication between him and Brett Myers. Myers ran into Benji as he was trying to hand it off, and Benji had to take it himself. Anyway, it's 3rd down on about 6 to go. 10-19 left here in the ball game.
Yes, Hamby breaks the huddle, coming up beside a freshman peer beside him, Jonathan Hill. On the right side's Dan Fowler. Also in that offensive line for Dawson County, Adam Jackson and Jacob Lenore. Jacob subbing for the injured Neil Burt. Stack eye behind Edwards. Edwards done a good job at quarterback tonight. They go to Brett Myers. He shoots it up in there. It's going to be 4th down, about 2 or 3 yards to go at the 21-yard line.
So, well, that would be around a 40-yard field goal for Neal Cain.
It's at 21, it'll be 31. I think they're going to go for it, I believe. They're down in 4-down territory.
Big Chase Hammy's going to bring his offensive line up to the line, scrimmage. 4th down, about 3 yards to go for the Tigers.
Here's line it up. I might see some razzle-dazzle here because I've seen Cain and Fatz talking. 9:20. Long snap, Captain. Maybe trying to draw them off, and yes, they do. Dawson County draws off Lumpkin County, so that was the strategy. If they didn't draw them off, they may have called timeout and brought in their extra point team, or check that field goal team rather. But the penalty goes against Lumpkin County. Will give Dawson County a 1st down. Benji Edwards, a sophomore, showing a lot of poise in his first start as a quarterback.
That's the 3rd time the Dawson County offense has drawn the Lumpkin defense off sides on that long snap count. They can get any team, and Coach Fleming, he loves to use that.
From my notes, Dawson County has only got 2 penalties themselves tonight. One, an offsides in that, I believe it's a clipping. And they go to Neal Cain. Neal works through the pack for 3 or 4 yards. I think it may have been 3. They had one on a kickoff. Then they had a personal foul. And then they had a motion penalty. So I think they've had 3 from my record.
As Coach Fleming said, he said his team is a well-disciplined team. Talking about his penalty-wise. And it shows here tonight, as Tim just said, around 3 penalties for the Tigers. 28-0 is the lead.
Ball is at the 19-yard line. 8:25 to go here in opening night of high school football. New tailback into the game. Terry Thomas. Terry gets the ball. No, check that to go to Cliff Strickland. Neal comes out of the game. That may be saving Neal's leg in case they want to kick a field goal. 8:02, 28-0. Dawson County moves it down. It's going to be 3rd and about 2 yards. Ball spotted at the 7-yard line. Lumpkin County going to try to hold Dawson County out. Dawson County's kept Lumpkin out. Lumpkin's had a couple good-looking drives. It just breaks down inside the red zone. I'm sure that's going to concern Coach Bennett, and I'm sure he's going to focus on that next week in practice. Terry Thomas is your tailback now in for Neal Cain. Benji Edwards remains your quarterback, and he squirts up through there. Will he get in for a 1st down? He got a 1st down, but watch the flag.
Got a flag on the play. Could be holding on. It is. It's on the Tiger offense.
Looks like illegal motion, Dawson County.
Cliff Strickland, he has 31 yards. The young freshman having a pretty good showing here tonight against Lumpkin County.
Shelton Townley comes into the game, gives Terry Thomas a break.
And Dawson County breaks out of the huddle. It's third down. About 7 yards to go after the penalty. Shelton Townley is your tailback now.
Benji Edwards keeps on the option. He works in there. Does he have first down yardage? Just going to bring up a fourth down. And a couple yards. Let's see where they're going to spot the ball. Inside 7 minutes. Clock running. And it's going to be fourth down too. Dawson County not going to kick a field goal. The lead is comfortable at this point. Dawson County appears to going to win this thing. Still with 6 minutes to go here in the final quarter of action. Benji Edwards with Myers, Strickland, and Shelton Townley in the backfield behind him. 6.5 to go. And they go to Strickland. Strickland works in, spins around. Did he get the first down? I believe he may have got the first down. Let's see where they spotted. Inside the 5. Yes, first down. Dawson County. Clock still run. Well, clock will stop while they move the chains. .6:17. Clock starts back rolling. Dawson County just bang it in there. First down at the 4-yard line. Get some more substitutions in there. Double tight end. Ledford in at the left side. And they go to Shelton Townley. He drives up in there, works it down close to the goal line. And he's pulled up a little short.
He tried all he had to get in the end zone. He did a good job of it.
Hey, the left side of the offensive line moved some people back over there too, Bo. And, that's a fullback we got over there tackle.
That's right.
Jacob Lenore's looking good over there, as is Jonathan Hill in his first game as a varsity Tiger. Been doing a good job tonight, Jonathan.
Well, 5:30 left here in the game. Tigers up 28-0, knocking on the door once again.
And they keep beating on that left side of Lumpkin County's defense. Craig Gentry and Danny Richardson trying to stop it in there. Billy Craig will step up in that left side hole.
Comes the goal line stand for Dawson County.
And they go to Strickland. He tries to go off the end, and he stops right at the goal line. They drive him back. They get his progress down to about where they're going to spot it at. They give him no yardage.
David Burton, he's in on the tackle for the Tigers, and Lumpkin County looking real good right here on this goal line stand as the Tigers are trying to punch that in. It'll bring up 3rd and goal and about 3 to go to get in the end zone. Dawson County has 18 first downs.
Coach Fleming, I'm sure, is going to be pleased with this performance so far tonight. The defense has been a little bit, let Lumpkin County move the ball, but County had some problems sticking it in there. 3rd down, goal to go. Stack eye. Pitch it out. Shelton Townley working around, and he's dropped for about a 3-yard loss.
There's Gafford. We were wondering where he was a while ago. He's right there. He said, hello, Shelton Townley, and brought him down in the backfield. That'll bring out the kicking team, I believe, Tim.
Senior Gafford introduces himself. Neal Cain will have fresh legs. His first field goal attempt of the 1999 season. He's going to mark the thing down at he'll probably mark it on the 15-yard line over closer to the right hash mark. And he said he's going to spot it down at the 11-yard line. So it's basically just an extra point here he's going to kick. There's going to be a 21-yard field goal for Neal Cain. Chess Hamby with the snap. Down, up, kicks, blocked. Lumpkin County charged in there, and Dawson County is going to recover the thing, and Lumpkin County will take over at the 20. So Neal Cain has his first attempt blocked this year as Lumpkin County just blasted in there over the top of that defensive offensive line.
Looked like Billy Craig had that block for the Indians, and Benji Edwards did a good job getting the ball back, so the Indians couldn't run it back. But the Indians will have the ball with 3:41 left here on about the 20-yard line.
Clock will start back once the official signifies start it rolling, and it does. A change of possession. I'm sorry, they didn't start it back on the change of possession. But 3:41. And Lumpkin's going to go into a passing situation. It's been a long time since they've had the ball. And Burton looks down. He finds a wide open Scott for yardage. Midfield working through. He breaks one tackle and drives and drags 3 or 4 Tigers up close to midfield. But quickly, Adam Scott with the reception. Lumpkin County's not dying. coming firing back, and the fans are getting up on their feet here in DAHLONEGA.
They're dunking in on the tackle for the Tigers, and as you just said, the fans are sticking around for this ball game, even though Dawson County's up 28-0. Lumpkin County has found some fire under their pants right now as they're driving the ball down the field off that pass from Burton to Scott.
First down 10, Lumpkin County at their own 47-yard line. Burton still in the shotgun. Dropping back, 4 receivers, downfield, long. Ben Spooner looking, and a interception rather by Terry Thomas. And Thomas gets his bell rung, blindsided by Scott.
Adam Scott blindsided Terry Thomas on that play, but nevertheless, Dawson County will have the ball at about the 32-yard line, or excuse me, the 37-yard line.
Terry Thomas looking for his wits. He got scattered out there by Scott, who blindsided Terry Thomas running back in there. But the interception, Lumpkin County trying to strike it quick. Terry Thomas stepped up in there and picked it off. 3:05, 28-0.
Looks like Coach Bennett's got a problem down there with the referee.
I think he thought Spooner got bumped down there on his after he's running his route. So 28-0, Dawson County's defense picks up after Lumpkin County starts attacking aggressively, and that's starting to send a few fans to the gates here. Dawson County, familiar setback. Neal Cain back into the game for Dawson County. Gets the ball, works up through the crowd. No gain on the play for Cain. Stopping it for Lumpkin County.
Andrew Sullins on the tackle for Lumpkin County. Stop Neal Cain. He didn't gain but about maybe a yard, if that, on the play. Looks like Shelton Townley checked back in for Brandon Fatz. And we have a new quarterback, looks like. Patrick Reinhardt getting a chance to play quarterback here tonight, the junior quarterback for the Tigers. And that was a big talk about there in Dawson County for a while, who was going to play quarterback. Well, that was answered this evening with Benji Edwards starting in that position.
We got 2 good quarterbacks. Reminds me back in the days where a lot of times where we've had the 2 quarterback situation. We won't go into history, but Dawson County takes a little bit too long, and they didn't get the playoff. It'll be a penalty against Dawson County.
Delay game against the Tigers.
Dawson County didn't get the snap count off soon enough.
Be second down for the Tigers. Move them back further in Lumpkin County territory. And move it back to the 34-yard line. It's going to be second down, about 14 for Dawson County. 2:22, it's 28-0. No scoring since Dawson County's opening drive here in the second half. As they march down the field and stuck 7 more points on the scoreboard up here. You check the history, see when was the last time Dawson County shut Lumpkin out. But Brett Myers working through traffic, and he works back up to about a 9-yard gain. People just knocking around. He keeps fighting and scrapping in there.
Jonathan Lord in on the tackle for Lumpkin County. Brett Myers had hands all over his shirt. Just kept digging, though. Got a few yards out of that play. Second down and about 5 yards to go for the Tigers.
Much like his running back, Pierre Neal Cain, notice Myers keeps his feet running, too. And Strickland coming in there. I've been impressed with that freshman.
You know Myers can move his feet when he's down like the offensive lineman is.
Third down, 5. Stacked eye. Dropped ball by Reinhardt. Reinhardt keeps it, and he fights for a little of nothing in there. Bad exchange that time by Reinhardt in his center. Sometimes you expect that to happen. You set of hands back there.
Looks like that'll bring up 4th and 5, Tim. Let's see if Coach Fleming,
84 seconds remaining,
goes for it here.
I'd probably punt this one away and try to get Lumpkin County further back if you're Coach Jeff Fleming. I don't know. He looks like he's going to run another play. Keep the ball. He's going to run the clock down as far as he can. Lumpkin must be out of timeouts. 66 seconds. I doubt if he'll take a delay. I don't know if he's going to take a delay of game or not. Who knows?
He did. He took a delay of game. Run the clock all the way down under a minute. 58 seconds left here. So the back the Tigers up 5 yards.
So Brandon Fatz will come in for his official first punt of the season. So it's 28-0, 58.5 seconds to go, and Fatz is going to be into the game. He had a booming 41-yard punt a while ago, right?
43-yard punt, unofficially, of course, but he punted that ball pretty good.
And it's going to be Ben Spooner standing at his own 35-yard line. He backs on up behind the 35-yard line. Fatz lining it up.
Indians stack it up.
Goes up with a punt. Gets another booming punt. Backing Spooner up. It's going to roll all the way down deep. Down to the 14-yard line. How long has it been since Dawson County's had a punter?
That's about a 56-yard punt after the roll, Tim.
Man, he booted that thing.
He even bobbled it before he kicked it and recovered and kicked a beautiful punt for the Tigers. 46 seconds left here. Looks like Lumpkin County will have the last possession of the game. They could go here with a Hail Mary plays. They have 4 tries to do that unless something else happens.
And it's 46 seconds to run the thing out. Dawson County is going to open up the season 1-0, and they'll be hosting North Forsyth next week. Actually, by the time you view or hear this thing, it will be this Friday night. Lunch in North Forsyth in Dawson County. For Lumpkin County, they'll be traveling up to Union County, up in Blairsville, to take on the Panthers. And we have a penalty down on the field. They're going to bring this punt back, so Fatz is going to kick it again. It'll just take off more time off the clock. Let's see what's going on. I don't know if this is going to be an automatic. No, I think Lumpkin wants Dawson to repunt this thing after it went forever and ever. Check the call. It's going to be called against Lumpkin County. First down, Dawson County. So once again, a penalty hurts Lumpkin County. And Dawson County will have enough plays to run out this game clock and advance to 1-0. Lumpkin County, as we said, dropping the first game of the season. It's been all Dawson County. Dawson County exploded out to a 14-0 first quarter lead after their first 2 possessions of the game. Another second quarter touchdown by Dawson County. Then opening drive of the second half, Neal Cain went in for his 3rd touchdown of the night. And Bo Wilson is going to make his way over to Coach Jeff Fleming of Dawson County, see if he can get a few words with him. Be the winning coach. And new quarterback in for Dawson County. And Scott Perry picked it up to Adam Scott after the sack, and he's going to race in. And the shutout has ended, and Lumpkin County has got on the scoreboard with 36 seconds. Dawson County's quarterback was Derek Ruffner, a freshman. Got in there. Dawson County was celebrating just a little bit too early with their JV in there. Lumpkin County scores. And it is 28-6. 43-yard fumble returned by Adam Scott for the touchdown. And Lumpkin County was blitzing on that one. Coach Fleming's calling a timeout to bring his second string over to talk to those guys. He's going to put his first string defense back in there on the PAT attempt, but it's a timeout. We'll take a timeout also. You're tuned to Lumpkin County football at the 50, brought to you by WDGR.
We're all reaching for security. And you can't simply trust in fate to avoid the bad breaks. Who can you trust to protect your life, home, auto, and lifestyle? Who has a firm grasp of what you really need? Your Cotton States insurance agent. Our most important policy is trust.
See your local Cotton States insurance agent, Norman Adams, at 112 North Park Street in DAHLONEGA.
Lumpkin County Bank has been offering free checking for quite some time now. And it's even gotten better with debit cards, next-day checks, and phone banking. If you're paying your bank to have a checking account there, you're throwing away money. Come see us today and start saving money. We have 2 convenient locations to serve you: South Chastity Street and the intersection of 400 and Highway 60. Or visit our website at www.lumpkincountybank.com. Member FDIC.
Welcome back here for a PAT attempt by David Burton with 36 seconds to go to make it a 21-point game. Dawson County was looking at a shutout, and Lumpkin County rushed in, and Burton's PAT's up, and it misses right, and the score remains 28-6. We're going to keep this one here. After that touchdown, it was a 43-yard scoring run by Adam Scott, blitzing in on the Dawson County offense. I want to thank our sponsors. First of all, thank our halftime sponsor, which was Dahlonega State Farm agent Donna Minnick. Our kickoff report tonight was sponsored by Chestatee Regional Hospital. Our other game sponsors is Lumpkin County Bank, Norman Adams Insurance, Poly Portables, Mountain Home Paint and Decorating, the Dahlonega Nugget, Dahlonega Family Practice, and Goodson's Pharmacy. We appreciate these sponsors bringing you Lumpkin County football this season. There'll be 3 Lumpkin County broadcasts total this year. And Lumpkin County will kick this thing off. I probably anticipate an onside kickoff here, as Dawson County definitely has their hands crowd in there. Looking like all these tight end or running back type numbers with Neal Cain playing safety. So nothing to lose here. Be a good chance to practice against the onside kickoff. Dawson County securely in a victory situation here, 28-6 with 36 seconds. And lining up kick's going to be Burton. And the flag official signals, and they roll it in, and jumping on it is Drew Starnes, and it's going to be Dawson County's ball at midfield. And the Dawson County offense will come in and try to run the game on out right there. And checking Lumpkin, looks like they still have their first team defense in there, and Dawson County comes back out with their second string offense. Try to get some of the numbers. Damon Lohman is in there, as is Eric Wisson. Marshall McDowell looks like he's in there, number 67 for Dawson County. Don't have him on our roster, but your quarterback, as I said, is Derek Ruffner. Ethan Hansen's in there at the tailback. Ethan Henson, rather, is in there at the tailback. Ruffner takes it, and he sets down, and they crushed in there, and let's see what happened. They're saying they fumbled the ball, but the officials say the ball is down. The clock's running right there. Also in there for some action was Matthew Smith and Chris Rexroad. So that's going to run the clock on out, and that's going to be your ball game. And 13 seconds, the clock keeps running. We're waiting for the final horn here. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and your final is going to be Dawson County 28, Lumpkin County 6. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back, and we'll see if Bo Wilson can catch up with a winning coach. You're tuned to Lumpkin County football at the 50, brought to you by WDGR.
Hey, are you going to the Indians football game tonight?
Absolutely. Are you?
I'll be there, but I'm not sure what to wear. What do you think?
I'm going to wear this cool new t-shirt from the Dahlonega Nugget.
How did you get that awesome t-shirt from the paper?
My mom just renewed our subscription, and she got this t-shirt for free.
Oh, man, we don't subscribe to the Dahlonega Nugget.
No problem. Just to get your mom to go by their offices on Highway 9 South in Dahlonega and start a new subscription. And you can get this free t-shirt, too. Show your Indian pride. Start a new subscription or renew a current one and get your free Lumpkin County Indians t-shirt today. In-county subscriptions are just $17, out-of-county $28. Go by the office located on Highway 9 South in Dahlonega or call for more information, 706-864-3613. The Dahlonega Nugget, part of the Community Newspaper Incorporated family.
You're not just another name on the chart. Everyone here knows your name by...
When it comes to your health, isn't it nice to know the quality care you need is available right in your own community, like Dahlonega Family Practice? Dr. Richard Wary and Dr. Al Parker, both board-certified family practitioners, are well qualified and experienced in providing comprehensive health services for all ages. And Dr. Carol Hector, a board-certified internal medicine specialist, provides diagnosis and treatment of a wide spectrum of adult illnesses and disorders. To make it even more convenient to see your community physician, Dahlonega Family Practice offers expanded hours. They're open late until 7 on Mondays through Thursdays and until noon on Saturdays. Located at 59 Tipton Drive. For appointments, call 864-4012. Dahlonega Family Practice is affiliated with Chestatee Regional Hospital and is part of your hometown health care network.
The official said there was one more play left. I'm not sure what's going on here, but Lumpkin County's going to blitz in there once again. You know that Ruffner's going to take the snap, and he goes down quickly. I guess it's because of the defensive penalty. And they're all going to rush in there and they beat him up a little bit more. But after that timeout, we brought it back here, and Dawson County runs on the field victorious. Lumpkin County falls to 0-1. I want to thank I Do Videos for being our video crew this year. We're excited to have him as a part of the WDGR broadcast team here, bringing you Lumpkin County and Dawson County football here on, it's going to be the broadcaster coming across your cable channel 4. We're going to take one more break here from our sponsors, and we'll be back with Bo Wilson and see if he can get some interviews on the field.
Fall is the time for changing colors and the Martin Sinauer Fall for Design mail-in rebate event with great deals on Martin Sinauer paints to help you express your sense of style and design. It's happening now at Mountain Home Paint and Decorating. Get $4 back on Platinum, their very best paint, and $2 back on Williamsburg, Bright Life, and Great Life paints, plus great outdoors stain products. So make this your Fall for Design and get up to $4 back at Mountain Home Paint and Decorating in DAHLONEGA. Martin Sinauer, where paint becomes design.
Lumpkin County Bank has been offering free checking for quite some time now, and it's even gotten better with debit cards, next day checks, and phone banking. If you're paying your bank to have a checking account there, you're throwing away money. Come see us today and start saving money. We have 2 convenient locations to serve you: South Chestatee Street and the intersection of 400 and Highway 60. Or visit our website at www.lumpkincountybank.com. Member FDIC.
Winning coach, Coach Jeff Fleming. How's it feel to finally beat Lumpkin County, Coach?
Well, it always feels good, but, this one's always extra special, Bo.
That's right. Last year, of course, at 31-10, you come up here and you pretty much wallop them 28-6. What did it take?
Well, I want to put it back on our kids. Our kids worked real hard all summer, and they committed themselves to being a better football team. And, tonight they came out here and worked real hard all week. And, as a result, we came out victorious on Friday.
Outlook for North Forsyth?
They're a good football team with a lot of numbers. And, I know it's going to be a difficult trip, but we're finally at home. And I want to encourage everybody to come out and watch us at home.
All right, Coach. Congratulations. We'll appreciate it.
Thank you, Bo, and thank you also, Coach Fleming. We're going to take another break. We're going to come back and we're going to do the ball game wrap-up. Let Bo and I reflect on tonight's activities, look at some of the stats, and we'll be back after these messages at the 50 on WDGR.
If you're driving around with some cut-rate car insurance and you get into an accident, that's when it hits you. There's no State Farm agent to turn to for help.
All operators are busy. Please hold.
So, the choice is yours. Get yourself a State Farm agent.
Please continue holding.
Or get left high and dry.
You're not just another name on the chart. Everyone here knows your name.
Hometown health care. It just feels better when the people who help you stay healthy are close to home. That's why Chestatee Regional Hospital offers such a wide range of services. Chestatee Regional Hospital is a full-service medical facility with a 24-hour emergency department, state-of-the-art radiology and laboratory departments, inpatient and outpatient surgery services, and a professional medical staff with diverse training and experience, including several specialists who provide diagnosis and treatment in the medical specialty clinic. Chestatee Regional Hospital is also committed to meeting women's special health care needs, offering labor and delivery services and a newborn nursery. Through the Women's Center, mammography, ultrasound, breast cancer screening, and bone density evaluations are also available. Looking for a doctor close to home? Just call Chestatee's toll-free physician referral service at 888-782-9933, extension 501. Chestatee Regional Hospital, part of your hometown health care network.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to J.P. King Memorial Stadium, where your final score is Dawson County 28, Lumpkin County 6. After an exciting game here, as all Dawson County through first 3 quarters, and Lumpkin County avoided the shutout tonight, Bo.
That's right. Dawson County jumped all over Lumpkin County there in the first half of play, scoring 3 touchdowns, going in at halftime 21-0, and then coming out and scoring again 28. to nothing. And of course, that last fumble on the play in the fourth quarter by the Tigers gave up the first touchdown to Lumpkin County, which come out to be 28-6. The Tigers played well on offense and well on defense tonight, and I'm pretty sure head coach Jeff Fleming is very excited about his showing here at Lumpkin County this evening.
I'm sure Coach Bruce Bennett for Lumpkin County has found some opportunities. Lumpkin County moved the ball tonight. They had some success. They would move the ball down, they'd break down inside the red zone. The defense, I'm sure Coach Bennett's going to focus a little more on that in practice next week, as it broke down at key points. I mean, they had some big plays in there, but they had a tough offense they had to deal with, especially with Neal Cain.
Well, the ball game, Tim, all went down for Lumpkin County was those 10 penalties for 95 yards. 10 penalties for 95 yards, you know, that could be 3 or 4 touchdowns for you right there, Tim.
That's right, and a lot of those penalties came in the first half, and Lumpkin County was moving the ball. Let's run down the scoring right quick. First of all, Neal Cain, he was the go-to guy for Coach Jeff Fleming. He had 21 carries for 174 yards, 3 touchdowns. Cain's first touchdown came with 11:36, 2 plays into the ball game, a 20-yard run that was set up by a great run by Brett Myers to open up the game. Brandon Fatz received a 39-yard touchdown pass from Benji Edwards with 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Dawson County's third touchdown of the first quarter came with 8.4 seconds to go on a Neal Cain 11-yard run. Extra point was good on all 3 attempts that time in the first half by Neal Cain to make the score 21-0 Dawson County at the half. On Dawson County's first possession of the second half, they took it in. It was Neal Cain getting his 3rd touchdown of the night. 10:09 remaining in the third quarter. The 57-yard run, his PAT was good to make the Dawson County scoring complete with a 28-0 lead. Lumpkin County come blitzing in the final seconds of the ball game with Adam Scott rushing in and picking up an errant fumble by Dawson County and racing 43 yards to avoid the shutout by Dawson County. The point after missed by David Burton's attempt, and that wraps up your scoring. Dawson County looked mighty impressive here tonight.
Dawson County did, and as we all know, they go play their other rival, North Forsyth, down in Dawsonville at Sandy Walls Stadium next week, and we'll be bringing you that game right here on Channel 4 in Dawsonville. We'd also like to thank our sponsors, Tim, Lumpkin County Bank, Norman, Adams Insurance, Poly Portables, Mountain Home Paint and Decorating, the DAHLONEGA Nugget, the DAHLONEGA Family Practice, Goodson's Pharmacy. Our kickoff report sponsor was Chestatee Regional Hospital, and our halftime report sponsor was DAHLONEGA State Farm agent Donna Minnick. We appreciate those, and we also appreciate I Do Videos from Dawsonville from coming out and filming these games this evening.
We definitely welcome their team as part of our team here, WDGR, and excited to work with them this athletic season. Also want to thank Charles Duncan for feeding us stats. For Bo Wilson, I'm Tim Whitmire. Until next week, so long.